morning.
No, we're not going live. They're always looking at the top of my head. I don't like it.
Well, move over here.
No, that's other
Wear a
people's
hat.
stuff.
We got plenty of space.
Wear a hat. Thanks, Wet. Or can't.
Move around the corner.
Whatever.
I'll just lean really far back.
No more talking about coronavirus, or they're gonna demonetize me. Oh wait.
Not monetized to begin with.
Really? Demonetized.
Me and my single-digit viewership.
What about Aaron Rodgers jokes? Can I tell Aaron Rodgers jokes?
Can you tell Aaron Rodgers jokes?
Yeah.
What's an Aaron Rodgers joke?
Well, last weekend he got knocked out of the playoffs, but everybody knew he never really had.
Never really
I was
had
up in Wisconsin this weekend with some friends, and they were elated. Well, they're not from.
Oh, I was gonna say that's like sacrilege up there.
That's good, Clint. That was great. He deserves it.
Did he not? What do you mean he didn't get a shot?
He said he was vaccinated. He wasn't vaccinated. He lied.
Oh.
Which I don't know why. I would have just said, I'm not vaccinated. I'm not getting vaccinated. Screw you.
Yeah, that's what doesn't make sense about it. Like other football players have done that stance.
I've been immunized, and later he was taking ivermectin and those whatever the stuff is. It has nothing to do with virus.
But he didn't get really very sick.
No, but there's different protocols for players that have been vaccinated and haven't.
And that's probably.
And he was, I think, not following protocol.
I know. There's rumors that Steelers are on his short list.
Oh yeah.
Really?
And I don't particularly want him.
No.
He might be the top.
Wait, is he actually trying to get traded?
Well, that was the whole hubbub the last offseason.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
Green Bay's over the salary cap, and so they're going to have to start cutting, and which means he's not going to have either a good offensive line to protect him, or he's not going to have one to throw to, or he's not going to have one to run the ball.
Well, the big thing was last year's draft, they used a high draft spot to draft another quarterback without talking to him first.
Yep.
And so that torqued him off. Anyway, this is our crew for tonight.
No Christian?
That's right.
Christian is here.
Oh.
He's preparing for his battle.
I see he's ordered his dice.
Yeah, you're right.
So
actually,
you were going to get me that cat thing, right? As a present?
I'm not remembering which cat thing was it.
Oh, you posted a picture of one of those things.
Oh yeah, but it had.
Gee, I don't know who would like that, Leonard.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it had like the cat carved into the box. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. I applied for another cat, but Taps wouldn't review my application because Annie's vet records are under your name, not under mine. So.
Well, you need to take her to a vet, get those switched up.
Right,
Yeah.
I haven't done.
You want me to talk?
Talk to the vet or talk to the Taps. Yeah.
I can walk into Taps tomorrow morning. I want that cat. And I walk out with that cat that day.
Would it be a problem with if you turned around and gave that cat to another person?
Yes, I would do that.
Yeah, that's what I was
But I'm just saying,
would be a
that's
problem.
the kind of pull that I have. They completely trust me. Or a dog. I can take a dog. I wouldn't take a dog home. Yeah, there's a dog. He'd chase and kill one of my cats. Dog.
Well, they found my mom a bed at another hospital.
That's good.
What she got? Like pneumonia?
Like blockage. Tested.
Oh my god. That's not good.
Yeah. That's up my.
You know, if people were more like me and socially.
What? What? Oh my goodness!
I guess we gotta get another chair.
My whole evening, I have to recalibrate now.
I have to recalibrate my plans as well. Can't get away with as much shit when
I'm with you, man. Before you got here, that's what I would say. Let's just let her go in. While he's spawning all over here, we go in and kill him.
So much for the idea that they're gonna go kill spiders while you guys are off adventuring. It was so nice to think that I wasn't gonna have to worry about Irina tonight. Irina and Veronica are just gonna go train and
Let her kill spiders. We'll go talk to the elves. Maybe we need to talk. He was suggesting we go talk to that guy that in the bar or the inn in Baroka. Not Baroka.
the
Milwaukee, where all will be well. I'll play the song again. I warn you. I love that.
You seem to know a lot about vampires. I don't know. You guys decide where you want to go. I'll take care of you.
You're talking to me? You're talking to him.
What are you gonna fly us there?
Group.
All right.
Are you excluding yourself?
So we are live, and so live from Dave's basement. It's Thursday night. Now, come on, what's that? That's from Saturday night, right? That's Saturday night. Whoa! What is this? Look, what has he got there?
Dressed for battle.
I am Stryder Featherfoot, wielder of the Spear of Kaban,
Look at that!
here to do battle, to remove the soul of Sangzor and release my brethren, druids of Barovia.
Look at that thing!
Now with spear next.
Yeah.
Good job.
Man.
Can't stand it
Oh,
up.
Do you have a
oh!
license for that thing?
Well, tell us about your spears, Stryder.
Void card.
Yep. Hand it over here. I want to see it.
If ever there was inspiration deserved.
Yeah, well.
Heck yeah.
He's already got inspiration
He has automatic inspiration.
for being spied.
Does this hurt?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Is that?
I'm
Is
sure
that
that's
wood?
got a point on it.
It's 3D printed.
Oh wow. Nice.
Or you printed out 3D?
No, my buddy did.
Okay.
Nice.
Wow, it came off
That's
Yeah.
just a wood pole.
with the point already on it. Oh, that would hurt.
Yeah, if you jab some, that would puncture. But
Yeah.
that's fantastic.
Very nice.
The blood spear of Kavan.
That's right.
Probably wonder where his chainmail, but
AKA Goat Poker.
AKA Goat Poker. As we think about last week. But first,
You need to scare your name than that.
before we get into our recap, why don't we go ahead and play our intro. By popular demand. All right. We're just gonna go up to the corner, and that's popping so they can hear us. I like that. I don't like it when I go back and there's no sound. That is quite disappointing. It's happened at least once. Not in a while, but it has happened at least once. So last week we spent the night in the haunted Argenvolstolt. But prior to that, we had just returned from the Amber Temple, where we had received our gifts, our temptations from the gods, some more obvious than others. We figured out how to use the teleportation brazier, and after some ruling out of locations, you ended up in the Abbot of Saint Markovia with Dr. Abbot Steen, who told you that was Strahd's brazier, and you then said bye-bye, and you quickly left, and you left on the road. You came across a raven and some were-ravens, and you told them we're going to Argenvostolt, and they said, and they went ahead of you. You did a little battle with some wolves, dire wolves, before you made it to Argenvostolt. You cleared it with the spirits there, this grumpy old guy, and they reiterated their desire. Some of them reiterated their desire to light the beacon and free themselves from their torment. But the big grumpy old dude says, no, Strahd must suffer like everyone else. And but they let you spend the night there. The were-ravens decided to spend the night in the trees. In the morning, Irina went to do some exercises and stumbled upon a gift on the front porch, which was a canister that Katota has taken possession of, with the eerie note that Katota has relayed to you.
Some of
Was that all that was in there? Was the note?
Note and ash.
And ashes. Okay.
And then, as we were contemplating our next steps, we talked Stryder into taking on his quest. And now you have been aided, right? Yeah. You have aided, and you have a familiar tagging along with you. As you flew back to Amber Temple as a giant eagle. And you got there, and you had a conversation with the leader of the wildlings there, who gave you some images of basically there's this tomb up in the mountain peaks where they take their dead, and they're about to bury their people, and praying and worshiping this sacred burial ground, when they were kicked out by this great mountain goat. And so whenever they try to go battle them, the mountain goat kills them, and now they don't have access to the sacred burial ground. That's pretty much it, right? Now, did you watch the recap video?
I did.
I did, and I did pick up, there was a caution. You're like,
yeah,
watch the pics and note the dots on the person.
Yeah.
So yes, I did pick up on that.
So Wes seemed to think something about how I had drawn him like a chaos character, maybe you'd mentioned. So let's bring up that picture again.
wasn't me. Maybe Ken?
Not pretty sure. Maybe let's see here. Here. Let's go here. This picture.
Right.
So, this guy in particular, this guy's obviously dead, right?
Mm-hmm.
These guys are running away. This guy, what's up with this guy?
That's the question.
Been stumped.
And this one, what's up with this guy?
Well, this one's been torn apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has that been stomped flat or something? Maybe.
Well,
Headless.
Are you talking about the little
the
dots?
dots made me think that it had been frozen, like it had suffered being frozen, which was kind of when I listened to the recap, it was kind of alluded to. So that's what I'm.
That's the hint I'm laying down.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe it's got like freezing breath and then it stops on them and breaks them or something.
Well, yeah, if you're frozen, you become brittle.
Yeah.
Hell of a mountain goat.
Yeah.
Hell of a mountain.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be easy.
Yeah. I'm getting that.
Okay.
Now, I am wondering though, if just look at this, if I don't know if the camera caught Christian's big intro, big.
It's a wrong keyboard.
screen walk-in. Unless you had a
Got his legs.
yeah.
Hey, they're in costume too.
There. His what did I miss?
It's Christian's coming in.
With the-
Looked like most of it might have been cut off.
Oh,
Look at that camera shot, if you
yeah.
care.
Okay. Our single-digit viewers will have to. Oh wait, our viewers are all sitting here.
No, my wife looks at it once in a while.
Oh, all right. Yeah, good. Anyway, so you got your map. Oh, you have your map to the peaks, and you transformed back into an eagle, and you flew off.
I did.
Meanwhile, back at Argenvostolt. Meanwhile, back at Argenvostolt, let's flip over. Let's flip over to our normal game camera. Normal game camera right here. And so you might notice you don't actually see your. You see you have a high forehead, but that's okay. You're allowed to. That's distinguishing. Makes you distinguished.
What he's saying is the reflection isn't blinding the camera.
Yeah, but it
Sure looked like it to me.
we're gonna get outvoted in this crowd.
All right. So Stryder is gone. Stryder is off. We'll put him outside. All right, we got the rest of you. So we have conversation. It's 9 a.m. Oh. Another thing we put up on screen. I took some time this week, went through our fantastical notes to figure out what day is it. Just to think about how far have we come. And you know, this may or may not be perfect, but so day one, this is a major recap. Day one, we come in through the mist and we hit Barovia. We have pie. Some of us partake in pies. We meet, and then from Barovia we head to Volaki, but on the way to Volaki we get to the Vistani camp. At the Vistani camp, we meet up with Madame Ava and we get our fortunes told, right? From there, we had missing Arabelle. We went and found her right by the lake. And after that, we went to Owlbear Lodge and we had pleasant dreams for some. And then we cleared the cellar, and Marion succumbed to the vampire spawn. And then we enter Olak. Day two, we go to Crest, and Crest needs wine. Winery's overtaken by moon druids. We clear that, and we deliver wine to Crest. We hook up with a slave family to help us run the Owlbear Lodge, and we end the day with pleasant dreams for some. Day three, we deliver the wine. The Vistani, we meet that Casimir Velikov guy whose sister's spirit was in the captured by Strahd, and maybe she's alive, maybe she's not. We went to the Blue Water Inn. We ended up going to Yester Hill, and we did the battle against Winter Splinter. One of us had our Strahd bromance, and after we dealt with Winter Splinter and the Druids, we got the Blood Spear, and we learned that the Mardikovs are wanted. Day four, we kind of split the party because half of us are asleep all day, and so
Like my teenage son when he's on vacation.
who's a Stryder, Gloin, Varinka go back to Barovia. They meet up with Irina, and they talk to Father Donovan. They meet his son Lucian, who is succumbing to becoming a vampire, and you agree to take him to the abbot, and which you do, father son, and you defend Irina's overnight. That night, you defend Irina's home.
The mutable encounter with the witch too.
Yeah, Yeah, kind of with which it was in that point. Then you had Olak, Ta, and Ruckus. After sleeping half the day away, you go to Valaki. You have some more poison pie. Oh no, this isn't the poison pie. You poison. Olak puts poison in the pie and then eats it himself. Okay, he eats it himself. And you go to the local Father Donovan. Not Father Donovan. This was Father Lucian. You go meet Father Lucian and for a cure, and he says, "Oh, but can you help me? We're missing the bones." The missing bones. You track them down to the coffin makers, where you are chased out by a whole bunch of vampire spawn. And almost, but chose not to hit it with a fireball. From there, you had your first you had your first encounter with the burgomaster, the paranoid burgomaster, and you learn about Ravenfest, and you're given the quest to secure Argenvostolt. And then there was a tiger at the stockyard, right? There, you had that whole encounter, and that was day 4. Day 5, we kind of meet back up. We have Stryder, Loin, Varinka take the kid to the abbot. You go to Valaki and you meet the keepers of the feather. Then you reunite and you end up going to Dr. Abbottstein, where the pie addicts were given the shock treatment. Day 6, Argenvostolt, Order of the Silver Dragon, Spirits and Spiders, Tomb of Strahd, Dead Girl in the Cart, back to the Abbottstein, fake Ruckus, capture your Wereraven, and there was a jailbreak. Day 7, cold weather gear. Day 8, you make a covered wagon. Day 9, you're on to Solinka Pass, and this was your long day. Solinka Pass, Green Flame Gate, Teleportation Brazier, Holy Symbol of Ravenkind, Strahd Mirage, Rock, Amber Temple, Vilnius, Godly Temptations, Free Women, don't call them witches. Ruckus succumbs. Shield Guardian.
Succubuses. That's why they weren't witches.
Succums, Shield Guardian, Flame Skulls, Treasury, Temptations from the Gods, Library, Exithanther, Brazier to the Abbot, back to Argenvostolt.
And you still wanted to go hang around the graveyard at the end of all that.
Yeah.
Day 10. A mysterious gift from Stryder and Stryder's Quest. This is day 10. Day 10.
Been a week and it feels like it's been months. It's been 10 days.
Day 10 and Stryder's off.
Amazing how long 10 days can be.
Hey, there's a lot going on. We've been busy.
So, what are you guys doing today? This is kind of the
what
same
did you guys
stuff.
discuss before
We didn't.
COVID, Aaron Rodgers.
I didn't know that story about Aaron Rodgers.
What was that?
That he faked his, or led people to believe he had his shot and he hadn't. So, as you guys deliberate, almost sneakishly coming to the door is one of the Wereravens.
One.
What?
One.
Just one of
One
them.
survivor.
And he,
Oh, you want to come inside now?
I don't know, the door's probably open. He flies in and he just transforms back into his human form. And he says, I assume it's safe.
Yes, but don't wander around unaccompanied. There are some spirits here. They're friendly to us, but they might not be friendly to a stranger.
So you would recognize this as not the one that you met on the road?
Civil.
This is their brother, their friend that they...
So it's not one of those.
So was it 3 or 4? I think it was the family.
4.
The family, when they got here, met up with Elvir, and they had their reunion, and they decided to spend the night in the trees. And he says, "You were probably more safe in this building than outside last night. Between the storm and your visitors."
visitors.
Like Strahd.
Oh, you saw who dropped off the package?
Well, it was dark, but I'm sure I would have recognized God if it had been him.
I've been a minion.
During the rainstorm, the wolves visited. I assume they tracked us back to here. Have keen smell.
So, to be clear, so these are the Mardic.
Yeah. Oh, I'm Elvir.
So, what has your family done to gain the wrath of God?
You are not the first adventurer to travel through Barovia. Many have come through the ages, and our family has, I guess, he's learned that our family has aided them in their endeavor. And over the time, he's put the pieces together. So, us and the Wetter Raven kind have become enemies of the state, I suppose. For even though we tried to be subversive, what's the word? Yeah. Try to hide and keep it from public view. That has come to his attention that we organize opposition. I'm surprised they let my brothers, our cousins, continue in the Blue Water Inn. We have to be very careful. So last night,
I want to ask the follow-up question to that.
What's the follow-up question?
Well, why do you oppose? He doesn't. I mean, it's Dour here for sure, but I don't think that he's to blame for any of these people's troubles.
He is a Dark Lord. No,
What's dark?
Is he not an agent of Vampire? Is he not? Does he not transform his subjects into living undead, sucking their life?
And do you believe if he were dispatched that the curse on this land, the fog and the lack of daylight and the fact that no one can leave is tied to him too, and that would all go away?
That is the hope. That is what keeps us motivated. The aspiration, the hope that could possibly be true. Of course, none of us have been around as long as Strahd to know before what life was like in Barovia before Strahd.
What about? So how do you plan to deal with stress?
Right now, we are more focused on survival. But seeing such able adventurers such as yourself gives us hope. I warn you, though, other adventurers have come through. One was driven mad, now lives in the mountains. Others have been slain and are now Strahd's very minions.
So is he mad, like, have a cup of tea at dinner time? Or is he mad, like...
Are you saying you have to be mad to have tea at dinner time?
Or is he, like, gonna fireball you for walking through his forest?
There was the battle at the Sir Falls. You might have heard the story. And after that battle, we believe that he has fled to the mountains of. Is it better?
So that's the wizard that supposedly fell.
Yeah,
destroyed,
Val was
but he
thrown off.
survived.
Nobody found his body.
Yeah, survived.
That's right. There's.
Yeah.
But the other folks who told us the story said there was no way he survived.
What's his name?
I would love to find him. Mike.
Let me think about that.
I might know it. I might remember the story, but
I think it was one of our popular, I think like Mordenkainen.
This was like day one.
As you passed through the falls, they told you the story.
what movie is that from?
But you give me the line of it?
The Spear of Destiny.
Oh, that's a
No, the movie.
well. It's not a theater movie.
No, it's theater.
The Librarian.
Nope. Constantine. The devil himself. At the end, in the last sequence, he goes. His son has this spear. Ooh. I love that actor. He's got such a good voice for a bad guy. Just as president, like Alan.
From
Yeah.
Harry Potter?
Yeah, Harry Potter. It wasn't him.
Die
yeah.
Hard.
He's just got that voice, you know. He's got that presence.
Galaxy Quest.
He's a good bad guy. Yeah, Galaxy Quest.
Yes.
He was a good guy.
I think it's likely they don't know his name, but know him as the mage.
If you could tell us where he is, maybe we could learn information from him. You travel these forests pretty thoroughly.
But he doesn't
Freely.
reside in the forest. He lives any points north of the mountains.
North. We've been south in the mountains. I didn't know there were mountains.
You're in a valley.
It's a huge valley. See,
This still says plus, so I don't know if Ken can see what you're doing.
The pasta has nothing to do with it. It's
Okay.
a matter of me activating the screen. Yeah, there's this broken. This is a mountain. This is all mountains here to the north. This is a mountain. This is all Mount Beartac, right?
Is that the one we just went to? Or
No, you went south.
Yeah,
Gackus.
we went south.
Gackus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't. Do you see any roads going up?
To
You don't.
ooh.
Well,
That's
how
true.
would we get up there?
You'd have to truck through the woods
follow the river
or follow that.
that leads into
Yeah,
the Lake
yeah.
Zorovic.
I like this. Yeah, now that would be an ally worth seeking. if
And that's
he's-
another thing.
Assuming A is alive.
Yeah.
He's
B,
not that nuts
He's almost
crazy.
powerful
Not
enough
why
to
we
take
used to be there.
on Strahd by himself.
Yeah.
With us, this
People
might be
don't
possible.
know how successful his battle.
Well, they
Well,
battled for a while. The story
Okay.
goes.
He lived to run away.
Look, run away.
Well, lived.
There was
There's a lot of
What kind of life he has right now.
at some point, I don't know, it was the old lady or someone that told us about it might be worth checking out the mill.
No, that was him.
that old lady.
Holy. But
Mill equals death.
Well,
I
I don't think it
know
means
there's
death,
there's
but-
a
There's a high likelihood.
there's a knee jerk reaction among the group that
Yeah.
the mill is bad, but Ruckus doesn't understand why.
I just don't think it really has much to do with our mission, and it's only going to be a detraction. Although the kids would be a nice thing to save on the way out of. I think if we can
Providing
handle,
they survive that
if we
long.
survive Strahd, then I think we can handle the windmill.
Okay.
Strahd is the litmus test, apparently, for the windmill.
If you are
Okay.
We need to seek allies.
interested in saving some children, I might have an idea.
So okay, but now hang on. So about Bartok would be a quest to go find. There's a legend about a guy who died up there.
Hiding him.
For hiding.
Oh, hiding it. Okay.
He died at Sir
the
Falls.
Which the
Yeah.
falls are.
Well, he was hurt.
Yeah.
So
Falls out.
if he survived, that's where he's hiding out.
Falls.
Okay.
And then that's the castle.
Apparently, he limped his way all the way.
Okay.
He might have bamfed. He's a mage.
It's true. Should
Okay.
have bamfed before
So
he fell
maybe
to the bottom.
if he's alive and if we can find him, maybe he'd help us out.
Yeah, or at least give us some key insights.
I'm
If he's
just
sane.
making sure I understand the parameters here.
Or
Sounds like maybe we could go save some kids at the mill.
I am not in favor of going to the mill without a full party.
Okay.
Varinka has met this woman, and with like a snap of her fingers, she made me mute. I couldn't speak for like 10 minutes, a minute.
You were silenced.
Yeah. And
It's
I don't-
effective if you have kids.
that's pretty powerful when you're a spellcaster.
Have a sword.
You gotta get to her.
So if we want to keep our focus on Strahd, allies are always a good idea.
Yeah. And I don't know. Mr. Raven was done. Did we cut him off?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm enjoying your banter, so. As
The
you,
elves we've already met might be helpful.
perhaps you might be interested.
So who's
Elves.
elves? What else?
The servants of
Oh,
that guy that was
I
at
don't
the
know what-
end. He suggested it. Who might know a lot about vampires, talk more about we do.
I'm for that. I'm all for every opportunity to meet the Vistani. I think they're our
I don't trust the Vistani. They're servants of Strahd, willing.
Obvious willing servants.
I think anything you tell the Vistani against Strahd, right back.
I think the gypsy quality of them. Yeah, they'll go whichever way the wind's blowing.
Whoever's the ruling party.
Which we aren't.
I'm sure they stand on their own ground when it comes to
Are you aware of your other visitors?
If we had visitors, you tell us about them. We'd like to.
We heard the wolves.
Someone dropped off a package.
Have
Drop
you
off
been
the package.
outside yet? You might want to take a look at your drive, your
Cart
Someone take the
We didn't
statue.
have to have a cart.
with dragons gone.
no. So he steps outside,
No, Brookie, you were out, right?
Not this
and
morning.
I don't have it pictured
You
here.
found the gift.
It
I
wasn't
was
me
on the
who-
doorstep.
Yeah,
Irina saw it, brought it in.
I did. Oh, Marina.
Said Irina.
And this circle, I don't know what you call this.
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah, this little
Driveway,
cul-de-sac,
whatever.
driveway, is covered. It's quite the atrocity in dead ravens.
Oh.
Well, I'm sure not all ravens are part of your family, right?
And I mean, it's kind of with a sad face. Very true. However, you could understand that we would have a great affinity for ravenkind. So when the storms finally ended, is when the witches showed up. And they did some oodly boodly dance and ritual in front of your castle. Yeah. And the ravens fell from the sky. We were fortunate to be far enough away that it did not matter. And then out of nowhere walked Rahadin. Rahadin. Rahadin.
Who, pray tell us?
That is Strahd's number one. His manservant, his butler, his confidant.
He's human?
He's one of those elves.
Seem like a willing participant?
He's the one that delivered your package.
And the witches were with him, or right after him, or much later?
All I can say is that they showed up, and for must have been 20, 30 minutes, they performed this dance, this fire and brimstone, and before, and caused the ravens to appear and die on the ground.
That we met.
Or the witches
Well,
in the temple.
Yeah,
Don't call them witches.
the Ember Temple, but we thought
We
we
killed
cooked them.
those.
We thought we did, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, there was ashes, wasn't there?
And what do you remember from that encounter? What was their why were those?
Because they wanted to serve Strahd better.
Yeah, but
They were looking for things to help.
stands to reason there's
they
other
said
witches
from their they were from the Strahd's combine, and there were other ones there, and they wanted to increase their status by becoming more powerful. So as of they're three of a larger group.
We haven't met.
Unless you have.
If we go against Strahd, we're going up against more than
For sure.
Strahd's bad enough.
Wow. There's ways of cutting the head off the snake.
So
You can get
when the wolves retreated, I followed them. They went back the way I understand from my brother that they came. Back toward Kresk, but not quite. You know of the tower, no? Yes, you. The tower, right? You're from Owlbear Lodge, right? No?
You know of the tower from.
Yeah, I don't think we've.
Well, you're Owlbear Lodge is right here, right? You get out to this road and you can cross this bridge a number of times. You look at, right, this bridge here.
Yeah. Talk about the tower and
This there's a tower right here.
Oh, right.
It's easily seen.
But we've not been there.
You have not gone to that tower. So I followed the wolves north by northwest along the Lake Beratok. They crossed the bridge and lead into the mountains beyond. Their den is in this mountain here. You could take the offensive and perhaps dwindle their numbers before they organize.
I'm up for a little talk. Huh?
Full fun?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back in the
Back on the mountain.
Yes, exactly. I love it. Loving the sound effects.
Cold.
From outside for a few minutes. You know, get in
Spirit.
the spirit of the cold.
We got our mountain peak map. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, Goat is here.
The greatest of
Pretty
all
much.
time.
They're saying, don't go there. and you turn it into an eagle and you fly that away. And then some mood maps here.
Wait till he's here. I'm sure Dave will let me. Future John.
Oh yeah. So there's so as you fly north and into the snowy weather, pushing your wings, flying higher and higher into the mountain peaks. The air's dense with fog, and fog's not the right. Snowy, cloudy weather, winds gusting. Visibility is just okay as you fly north and you get closer and closer to the where you believe the cave to be.
These movies, right?
Movies?
Paramount Mountain.
That's what it kind of looks like, doesn't it? Yeah. You get closer, and eventually, after now, how long should wild shape last?
4 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it takes you an hour to fly up there, and after circling the mountaintop for what seems like another hour, you finally find the cave at the mountain peak.
You tell Alexa to play wind noise.
So he's got it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's you. Okay. I thought that was Dave's.
Ooh. This is kind of the cave of wonders of his teeth.
I just found some mood images.
Actually have Stryder standing right
it says
there.
that's Stryder.
I thought it kind of
Bird.
looked like it, and the familiar right there. But you haven't transformed yet, so you why don't you give me a perception check? Matter of fact, how many 20-sided dice do you have there?
3 showing right now.
Yeah, give me 3. You roll 3 d20.
Oh, you said perception?
Yep.
That's
Any
2 17s and a 12 plus 7 is
Yeah.
24, 24, and 19.
Very good rolls. But as you through the wind and the snowy terrain, it's easy to understand how a goat might blend in. Even one that's supposedly as large as Sangzor.
Alrighty.
So after 30 minutes, you don't really find it. You can't. You found the cave entrance, but you haven't found Sangzor yet.
Said his.
Sangzor. Oh no. Any ideas? Any plans?
Well, I
Just continue circling until you find him, or are you gonna take some other act?
well,
Like I said, you found it, and after you found it, and then you spent 30 minutes kind of circling, trying to find where it might be.
no avail.
I mean, you could spend more time,
yeah.
but you know that the wildlings, when they've gone there in person, have attracted his attention.
Right.
So you understand that as a possibility.
Sure. Right. Well,
That's fine.
I came here to defeat him, so I need to draw him out.
The
And
two bubble gum and kill gum.
right. Is the cave truly that big? Can I
Oh,
fly
yeah.
inside and do a little recon?
Oh yeah, absolutely,
Airborne in the cave.
absolutely.
I would like to do that.
Yeah. So
Like, see if I see these bodies in ice or bodies in coffins. I don't
that's
know
right.
exactly what that drawing
So
was.
this map has light torches in there. That's not true.
Got it.
Right, because they haven't been there forever. But you swoop in there, right? It's plenty big for even a giant eagle, which is probably a large creature. I'm gonna say it's a large creature, right? And it's probably has a 10-foot wingspan, but there's plenty of room for you to go in there. As you land in there, you can see in the walls of the cave are sheer ice, and you can see entombed are these bodies of chiefs, ornaments holding ritual staffs, ritual garbs, immortalized in ice.
Place for next.
And it's not just one, right? And this is like they've been doing this for a long. As you go deeper and deeper into the cave, there's probably 20 of them, and it goes back that far.
Okay.
And it goes, and eventually you go 100 feet down, and it opens up to a wider cavern with a icy lake in the middle, and you know, stalactites and stuff, and around the outside is just it's the Hall of Wonders, the Cave of Wonders, but the where these people are immortalized.
And are they literally like in blocks of ice? Like this, they've been somebody dipped them in water a few times like a candle and parked them to be frozen.
Absolutely. And based on the images they showed you, that was their ritual. This wasn't like somebody killed them that way. This is their rituals to take their dead, put them in a block of ice, and put them in this cave.
Got it. Okay. All right.
I mean, you can get that sense of reverence, of importance that this place brings.
Sure.
There's a spiritual energy in here.
Okay. All right. And I'm sure they're like set orderly and nice. I mean, this is not like a bunch of busted up whatever. This is, they're organized and orderly, and it's clear that they were placed there with purpose. Yeah. Got it. Okay.
You can understand why they would be praying outside of it.
Sure. Yeah, these are their top people for a long, long time. Okay. Do I see anything by way of cave drawing sigils, anything that looks maybe arcane or anything like that?
No, absolutely nothing. The only thing in here are these entombed former leaders.
Okay. All right.
Now, you things of value you would see would be inside the ice, held or worn by.
Yeah. Here to kill a goat.
Not on this particular day.
Okay. All right. I will. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. I will change back to my Stryder form, and I will stand at the mouth of the cave, and let's see. Is it safe to say, I mean, I know you picked this for whatever, but is it safe to say that this is essentially what I see? I mean, do I have this? Is there this much open straightaway?
Yeah, I like it, right? There's probably levels off right down here, right? Mm-hmm. Because in the other picture I showed you, it seemed more flat, right? But this was someone drawing a picture in snow, and they can't get to those type of details.
Sure.
So it had to be flat enough that they could get that ice. Right? And then get it in there somehow.
Sure. Okay. All right. All right. So I've changed back to myself. I'm standing at the mouth of the cave, looking outward. And so
how long does that aid last? Is it 8 hours? Do I remember that?
I think so.
Yes.
All right, you're well within that.
So I will raise the spear above my head with both hands and do my level best to yell above the wind,
Do you have a thaumaturgy? That's that is a cantrip that a lot of druids have.
And some cleric sorcerers and wizards also have.
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Okay, no, that's fine.
So I'll do my level best to yell at the top of my voice.
If this was true, where would you be standing when you did that?
I'm going to be near the mouth of the cave. I don't want to necessarily be out.
Yeah.
Highly exposed.
So you can duck in there if you need cover.
Mm-hmm. And I'll raise it above my head and yell as loud as I can. Zor, I'm here for you.
Yeah, give me a roll.
That's a 13 by itself.
All right, so let's check a couple of your stats. Performance, charisma.
Performance +1.
All right.
Make it a 14.
No, but he's just not believing it. There's no...
Here, goaty.
Yeah.
Here, goaty.
Yeah. You wait 10 minutes, nothing happens. 20 minutes, nothing happens.
All right. Fair enough. I will go out in the flat. So I will be more exposed.
Give me the number of feet. Are you 30 feet? So you're still within dash or move distance? Are you 60 feet? So you can dash in there? Or are you literally exposing yourself so that you can't get it in there in one turn?
Let's go all the way. I am beyond 70 feet.
Nice.
And I will yell again.
Yell again. All right. Yeah, go ahead and yell.
It's a 19 plus 1, a 20.
And 19 plus 1 is a 20. And jumping down, standing on top of the cave, looking down at you. Looking down at you. You see.
Hey, you!
Yeah, but I'm like 70 feet out, so a jump down isn't gonna.
No, but you're not gonna be able to dive back in there now.
No, I get it. I'm in the open.
He's standing.
But I'm saying he can't jump down and like trample me because I'm too far away from where he is.
Now this goat is every bit of 20 feet tall. This is a giant goat.
All right, understood.
And you get to make. First of all, let's roll some initiative.
It's like double the height.
13 plus 1.
Not you.
I have this strange feeling that if I was with Stryder, I would act before he would.
11.
6 on the die, plus his modifier. So you see him standing over big puffs of steam coming out of his nostrils. And he lets out a grip of fear comes over you. You have one action right now.
All right. One action right now. Casting a spell can be an action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, against a mountain goat in the cold? Yeah, no. I already thought of that. That ain't gonna happen. He's probably immune or something. I'm gonna be invisible. I cast invisibility.
You cast him. And his and
Boom.
each creature of the goat's choice within 120 feet and aware of it must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become frightened for 1 minute.
Oh.
Saving throw. All right. 17.
It's enough.
All right, Goody. All right.
Your turn again.
My turn again. Awesome.
Depends on the nature of the snow.
Check right
If it's
here.
like what's in the driveway right now, no. It's totally frozen hard. But if it's fresh snow, no. If it hasn't snowed in a few weeks, it might be just a sheet of ice.
All right. So I'm going to move. Okay, so he's up on the rocks, right? That's what we said.
Oh, so Leonard just reminded me to tell you that this is difficult terrain.
Job done.
So between the rocks and the snow,
Yeah.
it's obviously difficult terrain for you.
Not to go.
Oh, hang on. What? Hang on. Thought I had something that.
You mean this creature that lives here has
It's
sure-footedness? and-
designed for the mountain rocks,
Come on, now.
scrambling rock.
Also 20 feet tall.
How big of a goat can you?
Yeah, that's true. Anything 20 feet tall is going to have difficulty not
Yeah.
being sliding down the side of a mountain.
That's not what I want.
But if any animal could do it at 20 feet, it'd be
I
a goat.
have land stride. Moving through non-magical, difficult terrain costs me no extra movement.
Nice.
Fantastic. That should help.
Yes.
So you take your turn to cast that salt on yourself?
That's
it's
an ability.
That's your feature?
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to move. I'm going to move closer. But not to the. Well, okay, he's big. So I'm going to move.
And he's standing right on top of this.
Yeah. So I'm going to move closer, and I'm going to move within range, so that I can cast.
Yeah,
It
careful.
is, but
He hasn't done anything to
Yeah.
counter that yet.
Okay.
Well, it's not just concentration when you attack, it goes away.
right.
You do anything.
And I'm okay with that because it's
Right, it gives you time to
in
plan.
theory.
Yeah.
Again, no expert at this sort of thing, but I'm gonna try to get close enough so that when it goes away, it's
Yeah, okay.
it's with the intent of doing something
Right,
better.
right.
All right. So I'm gonna get within. I'm not gonna go real close. Say I'll go with. I'll get within. I'm going to get within 30 feet of the hill
Of the cave mouth?
of the cave mouth, and I am going to. I'm going to cast Flaming Sphere, and I'm going to park it in front of him on the
He's
rocks.
standing up here,
I know.
and you're gonna park it like right here in front of him on the rocks.
Yes.
All right.
So a 5-foot diameter sphere appears in an unoccupied space of my choice within range. Lasts for the duration.
And you reappear.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not much.
And so the sphere, he does a dexterity thing or take damage. I know if he ends his turn next to it, he does, but in the first turn.
Yeah, so as a bonus action, I can move the sphere up to 30 feet and ram it into the creature.
Mm-hmm.
Must make a saving throw against the sphere's damage, and the sphere stops moving.
This is +4. He fails.
I'll alert the others. It has begun.
So that does not a ton, but a start. 7 points of damage,
7 points of damage.
and he's in it.
Yeah, and the tip of his beard catches fire. He just shakes it off, Your turn done?
Yes.
And with nimbleness that would be uncommon of a creature this big, it jumps horizontally and down to the side of the cave and forward just slightly. And this puff of air from its nose exudes in a cone around you and freezes you in place. And you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Does not bode well. All right.
Ooh.
14.
Yeah. Now I'll give you the option. It's 10d8 damage.
I may have some.
10d8 damage. I will give you the average damage, or I can roll. This is 5.
Do I guaranteed 40 points, or do you want to
right.
take a chance?
If your life in fear.
Oh, by the way,
damage.
you are totally encased by ice. Okay. And little droplets of icicles are coming off your arms, and something seeming very familiar to you.
Well, this is what the picture was.
Yeah.
No.
Roll, or you just want to take the 40?
Oh, is it 40?
Well,
What do we do now?
10d8.
yeah,
Right?
yeah. It's 40. 40, or you want to chance it for a little less or a little more?
No, he's bad at making decisions.
Yeah.
I know.
Thanks. I know, and I
This
don't
is
want to
just
hold
cool.
these guys up. It's not fair to them.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Take the-
entertaining.
Don't worry about us.
Take the 40?
Take the 40.
You take the 40, you're frozen solid.
Swell.
And it's
And this is where my wife says, "See, gone with your gut."
now you're totally paralyzed, but you can. I'm going to say you can still move your sphere.
No. First, I gotta get.
Am I familiar to anything? To distract this goat? I have no influence as Varinka.
Yeah.
But
Takes a while to mark off all those hit points.
you
Really
can
had
make
to take
decisions
that
as
somewhere.
TM.
Well, I chewed through all my spares that y'all gave me.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's
It's
40.
40, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I had 17 to start.
Oh, the 10th.
17,
Oh,
23,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't see the 10th. Okay.
So as you're contemplating this, what would your familiar do?
I think my familiar would understand how desperate the situation is for him and would try to distract the goat
Yeah.
during its charge.
Oh,
Fair enough.
By trying to scratch at its eyes or
Yeah, yeah.
It says you see yourself going up the mountain. So,
Okay.
Yourself.
Okay.
So, it is your turn,
Uh-huh.
and as you are in this block of ice,
Right.
at the end of the turn, you can make a strength check to try to break free.
Right.
But before then, I'm giving you the opportunity to move your
Sphere.
flaming sphere.
Right. And I will move my flaming sphere.
You ram it into him again.
Well,
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
I'm thinking about parking it really near to me, between me and him. So if he's going to charge me, he's going to have to go through it.
There you go.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm starting to fall myself.
There you
that's
go.
great.
So that's what I do.
That's what you do. Okay. All right.
But then I got to do this check.
You strength check. Yeah.
Hey, that's not one. I'm all about the spells, not about the strength. It's a 12.
Yeah, that's not enough. Actually, you have advantage. I'm giving you advantage because of the heat.
Awesome.
No, one more.
One
You
more.
rolled 12.
Yeah,
It's your
roll
other
a 12. Yep. 5. So that
Yeah.
doesn't.
All right, you're still frozen.
Yep.
And as you're frantically resisting this fire, the ice and the fire is starting to melt you a little bit. You can see the droplets coming down. You can see the as you look through the ice, the blurry refracted vision. You see the familiar dive bombing him. You roll attack with your familiar. Just roll a d20. Let's see what it is to start with.
15.
And it's probably not enough. All right, but it's right in its eyes, and so the goat rears its head and makes an attack on the familiar, shooing it away. Makes 2 attacks.
I have no idea what they're. Well,
So the one is frantic and misses with the 12. I'm just going to assume, but the other is a 20 unnatural, and so it hits it for 13 points of bludgeoning damage. That's good, and the
Oof.
bought you a turn. As it turns its head and its attention comes back to you. Steam coming out. It lets out a howling. Starts to come towards you, and we go back to you guys. Okay. So, what do you say? Will you go hunt wolves? Well,
Either in this castle
no.
In the,
No,
I said there was
past the tower. Past the towers in front of Baratok. Past the Lake Baratok. In the mountains is their den.
Oh.
Their den is not the tower.
and if they were prowling all night, they're probably asleep right now.
Someone's at the tower, but there's a wagon in front of the tower.
Hmm.
We could visit the tower.
Yeah.
Maybe add them to our party. This wolf fest.
What is, she said? You said there's a wagon there. We don't know whose it is.
Yeah, that's what he said. He didn't say who. He just says there's a wagon
somebody
there.
there.
There's seemingly there's somebody there.
I said let's do that.
Okay.
It's small. It's going to be beneficial traveling at night. If we get into the minion situation, where
So I'm gonna say after an hour of debate, you've taken 2 weeks to figure this out, right? So after an hour of debate and this new information from Elvir, you decide to go toward seek out the Wolf Den.
Or we can go to the mill.
Rather do any of the other things we talked about doing. We're going to do this other thing so we don't have to make a decision on what to do with Scott.
I think we should just check out the mist. No, I'm just kidding.
So it takes you.
I mean, Olaf made it good food, right? Can't be that dangerous.
That's true.
I think
I mean, I kind of followed you guys in.
I'd forgotten that we met him here.
Yeah.
Met Olak here in his land.
Yeah.
He did
Sadly,
come
he's
with
given up his horse. But yeah.
Thanks for that.
us. The skeleton horse is still up at the Amber Temple. We might get him back.
So you make your way
Bring
back.
it back.
Stryder needs to get back, so he may be taking the horse.
So does Elvir come with you?
We would ask him. Hey,
Yeah.
If he can track it for us, that'll help
He
us.
can be even if he's just in his raven form, he could be helpful.
Let's give me a persuasion check. We're gonna make it a 15.
He's the best persuader.
Is somebody helping me?
Yes.
Sure. I mean, but we're both.
Persuasion.
I think my.
How about an wait, is it a 10 or a 19?
19.
Turning into your parents. It's an unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. I'll take you as far as where we can see the cave, and then I'll let you do your thing. So he leads you up the road, and you get to this point where the dotted line is, and he says, if you want to go visit the tower, this is the path. Otherwise, we continue on over the bridge before we make our way. If you go this way, you will have to cross the river.
Who lives there?
Hey, I would not know. There is a fanciful wagon there, though.
Fancy wagon.
Fanciful.
Okay. Does it look like it has a cage inside?
No cage.
Hope for Tiger to help us. Oh, I see. We check out the tower.
Yeah.
Right now,
Okay.
on the way.
Oh, you're done after.
Yeah, we could, and maybe we can look out from the top and
Yeah, we
see if we see any wolves.
All right. The path.
Polak would like to move his collection of stuff into the wine room, though, so it's out of the way before we depart.
Well, that's there is an opportunity here. There is before we do this. There is an opportunity to turn left instead of right and visit Owlbear Lodge and do whatever you want to do.
It's true.
No, I'd rather go.
Well, we can drop off stuff.
Oh. If it's
that's
on
a
the
good
way.
point.
If it's on the way.
Oh, like all our money. That we
Yeah, I could.
carry
The
around.
bags and bags of coins we have, yeah.
And gems.
And coins and gems and trinkets.
It's interesting that the maps are not quite the same here, right? But concept is similar.
Yeah, I'll ritual cast myself a floating disc so I can load up all my odds and ends onto it. And then, yeah, if we can detour to Owlbear Lodge, that would be fantastic.
Yeah,
That room, we should bring one of these barrels of wine.
I don't think we do.
Well, you don't have a wagon.
No, but how big is your floating disc?
It is 3 feet in diameter.
Okay.
Probably not big. You could do maybe
Didn't
one.
you transport both of us on it?
You could
Yeah, but you guys were just kind of flopped over it.
We
know, I
must
made
be
an
very
X
flopped
pattern,
over
so
to
you
only
guys would
3 feet
stabilize
wide.
each other.
Yeah, like that.
On top of each other.
Okay.
It can hold
So-
up to 500 pounds though, if we want to, skillfully put stuff on it.
You make your way to Owlbear Lodge,
Water bodies.
detour to the lodge, and all right, it doesn't look like this. You fixed it up to a certain degree, however, it is Barovia, so the atmosphere isn't a lot better. But what is obvious is the activity that's been there the last couple times is not there this time.
We missed Ravenfest. Or was Ravenfest last night?
Yeah.
As you think about it, Ravenfest was last night.
But the lights are on. And...
Well, lights are on. Yeah, people are.
Our workers are there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you go in and
You got our beds back.
Touch base.
oh, so I guess I didn't clear the map, but anyone that's not part of the family is.
Eeyore's there.
Yeah, you can pick up Eeyore. That'd be something for the werewolves to eat.
Yeah.
Forgotten about
Yeah, so most of these guys are not there. This is Revol's, and you have Anya and who's this? Gloria, because you have new workers, right? You had a couple new workers.
Yes.
Seasonal help if you want. You guys aren't there. Yeah. Come on now. Moving them off. You come in, and where do you take your stuff?
We say hi to the bear.
Yeah, and as you look at the bear, especially you notice that it is just slightly facing a different direction.
We'll go to the cellar.
You go to the cellar.
Mhm.
Okay, it's down there. You find this lady Myrna trying to clean it up. As you come down, and she says, "Oh, you are the master of the house, aren't you?
Yes.
What in tarnation happened down here? It's like an explosion.
Oh,
I've been working on it. I've been cleaning it for days, and I can't hardly get it clean.
Well,
How do you expect us to store food down here?
we had
Come to, woman!
we had a slight vampire infestation.
Here? Vampires? Where?
The previous owners were turned to take care of.
Which way did they turn?
Not
They go
left.
that way or that way? So you take your stuff down to the... Oh, now you're just gonna leave all this crap down here.
Crafts and
Hey
crafts.
now, this is very useful items.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we going to keep the cheese?
It's a fairly large cellar. We'll find room. Worry not.
You drop off your stuff.
And I'm thinking,
Do-
like, kind of in that back room where the vampires were.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys
You
have any
try-
way to like bury it or lock it up or something? If we're putting on
well, that back room was kind of obscured, except for the door doesn't quite work anymore.
Yeah.
I'll give a few coins to the grandfather to get that door locked again.
A door? A door? A door who? You mean the dad, you don't mean the grandfather.
Or dad, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you want Revel. Have him take a look at it. Yes, Revel, he'll be able to take care of it.
Yeah, wasn't that
No.
We got a cat.
We got an
a
actual
kitten.
cat.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like yeah, one of you got an actual cat. Yeah. And then there's the cat in the hat.
Shortly following Revel comes Gunner. I
I'd
think
ask
that
if there's
also.
something fresh in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
So
I'd
he.
ask if there's something fresh in the kitchen. to eat.
Yeah. So it's not quite. I mean, it's 10. It's probably 11 o'clock at this point, right? So you have a quick lunch, sure.
And I'd ask them if the place needs anything.
So the Revel goes. Well, the crowds seem to have subsided. I hope we have business. We don't have a reservation for tonight.
Well, it'll give you a chance to clean things up and set it right, and business doesn't pick back up. We'll scare up some business.
I tell you, a break wouldn't. This guy isn't. He is not Barovian, so his accent isn't. I can just take out the. So it's yeah, the. I have to admit, be nice to have a night of rest.
Like, you get it.
I'll ask him, is it in my imagination or is the owlbear askew from where he used to be?
He looks at you and says, I thought it was just seeing things.
Nope, it moves.
So does the eagle.
There's the eagle.
And the eagle too. And the elk outside.
Yeah.
They seem to, wherever you walk, they seem to watch you.
Be sure to treat them well.
Treat them well. Don't get on their bad side.
And wasn't there the one creature you're not supposed to hunt? There was
Yeah.
White fur.
the white ferret.
Yeah.
Yeah. And don't hunt the white ferret.
Don't have to wait there.
It's like there's mounted on the wall says, "Do not hunt the white ferret." Oh, that's what that sign means.
Red circle. The slit. Not the ferret.
Ferret is sacred. Why is the ferret sacred? I don't understand. Don't need to know. The rules will rule. Whatever. Okay, you drop off your stuff. Any other actions while you're here? You have lunch. Any other actions while you're here?
Burn and burn, take our cart.
Yeah.
Pelts might be good.
Oh, you have your cold winter gear. However, you start to take them off, and Elvir would say, "No, you will want that. You will be more comfortable as you get closer to the den. It is snow-capped."
You left the cart up.
We don't have another one?
We teleported.
We left it, yeah.
You can go back and get it.
We left instructions for Stryder.
We're hoping Stryder, yeah.
We'll see.
He's got to come back
This,
first.
that's exactly. This is Survivor's battle.
All right, so you're done in Owlbear Lodge?
I think so.
All right. And you make your way to the tower.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, play down your head.
That kinda looks
With
like
a
Without a cart.
without, yeah.
Oh, it's the other
No, there
good
is a
part.
fancy cart there.
Oh, that's right. You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say that. I mean, it's noon.
And it's not a cart we've seen before.
This is not a cart you've seen before.
All right, well,
So there is a lead into this that I might be able to read for you. Do-do-do.
right, I heard that.
Oh yeah.
You have.
I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, the
1,
way
2,
it
3,
just
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, you're probably too young.
All right, Svolok Woods had swelled up the road that once led to the tower. Now only a wide dirt trail remains. You come to a cold mountain lake enclosed by misty woods and rocky bluffs. Thick fog creeps across the dark, still waters. The trail ends at a grass-covered causeway that stretches 100 yards across the lake to a flat, marshy island with a stone tower on it. The tower is old and decrepit, and collapsing scaffolds cling to one side where a large gash has split the wall. Time-worn griffin statues, their wings and flanks covered with moss, perch atop buttresses that support the walls. Parked near the base of the tower, within sight of the entrance, is a barrel-topped wagon spattered with mud.
Let's go. I'm all interested.
You walk up, and you have the wagon on your right and the door in your front.
As we
We'll
approach
check
the
the
wagon,
wagon
is there
first.
is
Yeah.
there anything we see of interest on the wagon as we approach? Or engravings?
So as you look at the wagon, under layers of mud, the wagon sports a fresh coat of purple paint, and its wheels have fancy gold trim. A brass lantern hangs from each corner, and red drapes cover a tombstone-shaped window on each side. A steel padlock secures the back door, hanging from which is a cheap wooden sign that reads, "Keep out."
Purple and gold.
Right. Padlock. Keep out.
Is it a hearse? Is it a hearse?
Or it's just the RV of whoever lives here.
The vampire who lives here.
It's a Winnebago.
Somewhere from inside you hear a male's voice say, "Izzy, you really must go."
What's the name?
Izzy.
Oh, we met in Elizabeth.
That's it. Well, I was having to be sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the.
Okay, sensing nobody.
And then you
inside.
hear an argument back saying something along the lines, "I must stay here." And it's like a high pitched voice, and it's hard. That's not. It's you're hearing it from inside as they're obviously having an argument where he wants her to go and she doesn't want to leave. "My place is by your side. We must fight together."
All right.
Below the tower.
So you go knock on the door.
Police. Open up.
This is Twilight. Open up.
You are
DFT.
the brute squad.
And so as you knock,
Barovia Police Department.
the tower door is made of iron with no visible handles or hinges. In the middle of the door is a large embossed symbol, a connected series of lines with 8 stick figures set around it. Carved into the lintel above the door is a word, Kazan. And it looks something like this. If I can find it. And as you knock it on it, you expected the cold thwang of metal, but it's as if your knuckles didn't quite reach it. It didn't make the knocking sound you were hoping for.
You didn't get to the door, or like your hand went through it?
Didn't get to the door.
Oh.
You were expecting the cold thwang of metal, and it didn't quite get to it.
Hello? Weary travelers.
And
Candy Graham.
you announce yourself, and the argument that at first they didn't hear you, right? Because they're kind of going back and forth,
Right.
and they go hush, and they go quiet down to whisper, "Someone's here. It's outside."
Hello? BBD.
Hands up.
Yeah. We got complaints of a domestic disturbance.
And let's jump over to.
The wolves are tired of
And
you
the
arguing.
guy, yeah, if the guy comes out in a sleeveless T-shirt, it's go time.
Cigarette hanger from
So a couple moments later, you hear a voice. Who goes there?
Could I ask
What
you to say-
business do you have at my tower?
We are
I think you guys should take over the conversation.
well. We're on our way. We are seeking to hunt the wolves that were roaming these woods last night, and just
We're new to the neighborhood. And
Stopping
we
off.
thought we'd stop by.
yeah.
And he goes, "You have silvered weapons. You'll need silvered weapons if you're going to hunt the werewolves."
We've met this guy before.
We have.
If it's who I'm thinking of, yes.
And
Do you have some for us?
I have as much as I need.
Do you have some that we could borrow?
If you need silver weapons, I say you talk to the blacksmith and maybe he make you some. I hope you have silver for him. I have what I need. No
Probably
more,
is.
no less.
could we perhaps view the land from the top of your tower to have an outlook at the situation?
An outlook of what?
The land across the lake. We were led to believe that is where the wolves' dens are.
And the Elvir says, he whispers, what are you doing? It's this way. I know exactly where it's at.
They're talking to us or to each other?
Elvir, your guide.
Oh.
What do you need to look at from his tower? And he'll say, "It's not safe in here. Not safe to go to the top of my tower right now. Be on your way."
Okay. We
Try to be neighborly.
we are the new owners of the Owlbear Lodge just down the road, so stop by if we can be of service.
What is your name then?
The Owlbear Lodge is now owned
By Ta.
by my companion Ta.
What kind of name is Ta?
Kind of comes after Toe.
Or T? Well, a little slide in the door, and he just looks at you. Are you Ta?
No, my companion.
Well, who's Ta? Why aren't you talking?
I'm Ta.
Ah, nice to meet you, Ta.
He's our talker.
Oh,
I'm He's a good cop. I'm bad.
Do you own the lodge?
Yeah, yes.
How's business?
Past few days, it's been really good. It's
Oh.
quite an opportunity.
Oh. Good?
Well, with the Raven Hunt.
Oh, yes, the raven hunt. Sad what they're doing to those ravens.
Is it?
Like we're gonna get stabbed in the back by Elvir. It's a good.
Well, if you're looking for the werewolves, they seem to come from the mountains. He kind of looks. You'll need to cross the river, but that's back around the path. The best way, the path is back on the old Slavic road.
Werewolf? There.
Werewolf. The castle.
There.
What are you talking about?
Okay, but he's not interested in letting us in. So.
Do you have a map we could? Where you could mark where you think the werewolf.
Sigh. Hold on. Hey, get back. You steal. And he steps out, closes the door behind him. And who do we got here? Where did he go?
Busted! Get the silver!
Really?
The gas.
Yeah.
We have silver.
One of us think. One of you guys, I think, got a silver sword.
Where is he?
You not?
That is
It is something we should have probably figured out.
inconceivable.
I think I'm thinking of Lauren. Yeah.
It is something we didn't think about before we left the Elm. If they had silver, they'll.
Let's take care of this adventure. Let's go back home.
Let's just give up. So,
No, it means we got to go to one of the towns and find a blacksmith.
I mean, surely we have enough silver to.
As long as we kept some of that money we found.
We're going to do that. Let's go to Black.
Okay, yes, this is Rictavio.
Yeah, steps out is the man you might recognize from the Blue Water Inn that was leading the discussions on the animals.
The one who said you need silvered weapons. Yeah.
Ah, I remember. And he picks out the guys that helped him. You helped me tame my lion,
Yeah.
Mr. Fuzzy Boots. Was that what we did?
Yeah,
Something like that.
so.
And now you seek to battle werewolves. Well, I applaud your initiative. So, you don't have a map?
We lost it. We were up in the mountains and
He pulls out his part, rolls it out, and sets it on his stoop. He says, "All right, you're here. This is the lake. Right, see mountains. See the mountains? Mountains. Right there.
where in the mountain? Mountain is a large place. Do you know where in the
I have
mountains?
not gone to search them out specifically. The map does not show every cave mouth in the mountains.
The subject's asking about them.
You're there.
Yeah.
You're there too.
So do you have, how much information do you have on vampires? What do we have to do to battle vampires in Strahd? Are we a little nervous?
It's going all out with it.
Yeah.
You
Why would anyone want to do that?
just
We
like that. You
love
bring up his name in front of Lord
Say
knows
his
what.
name so casually.
The mouse, the squirrel that runs right there could be his minion. What are you talking about? We would never want to hope to mess with Strahd. Vampires? What vampires? There are no vampires here.
Andy's developed a twitch, so you know.
You just asked him about vampires. You would have been fine. God.
So on a theoretical point of view, how do you handle vampires?
How do you handle them? You don't. You let them be. I tell you what. I am busy now. I have a guest here, and I need to deal with this. I don't have time to deal with you and tell you all about whatever creature you might want to learn about. I don't have time right now. I tell you what. You're at the lodge. I will be at your lodge at 8 p.m. tonight. 8 p.m. tonight. You give me a room.
Yes.
You give me some drink. And we'll have a conversation. Do any of you have any magical abilities?
And what?
Do you have any ability to prevent scrying?
Prevent?
To prevent eyes that shouldn't see and ears that shouldn't listen?
I don't.
Then you will be at my place.
On our way back from killing all the werewolves.
Yes, but 8 p.m. is too late. You wouldn't be able to go home by then.
We can stay at the place.
My place is not big enough, and there's no shape to have visitors, let alone 7, 7. What? 6, because Strider's not there.
Yeah. But the Raven Kid's with us.
Oh, but the Raven Kid, so that's 7 again. Oh, I didn't see him back there. Yes, of course. So, let's see. Oh, but you're going to deal with werewolves, so if you can be back here by 6, be here at 6. I'll invite you in, and we'll have a conversation. Okay? Very well. Have fun storming the castle.
I'm sure we can't. Since we're coming back at 6, is there any way we can borrow your silver?
You are not borrowing my only weapon against the undead.
What?
If there were any.
You said you have your magic. You use your magic, you should be fine. We'll see you later.
So as we're walking away, are we wanting to go get silver weapons, or you think our magic will be
I think
good enough?
we need silver.
He seemed pretty adamant
Well, we have to
that was
burn them.
necessary.
So then we have to.
That's also
You
his.
have a
That's his
portable
shtick
gravity well. What do you need?
as well.
He doesn't know you guys
I can make them unconscious, but they can be back.
That's also his shtick. That's what he tells everybody: is they need silvered weapons.
He did also say, "Do you have magic? You should be fine."
He did say that, right?
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, at the mountain peak,
Wait, here I have it.
the steam billowing from his nose, he just swatted away the familiar. Your one tie back to the rest of the group has just been banished, destroyed.
Oh, hold on.
As the frigid cold. Hold on a second. Let's read this here. All right, I was just making sure you didn't take persistent cold damage, but it doesn't say that, so.
He's dressed for it.
All right. I mean, the fire is working. I mean, it's giving you advantage, but so the fire stands between you and it. The hardened ice is starting to melt.
Mm-hmm.
What do? You can move that fire if you want to. Otherwise, we'll jump to your strength save.
Right.
For the wild trip, or you needed to go?
No, I don't. So,
Celebration.
no.
Just got a cart and a horse.
Got a cart and a skeleton horse.
No, I was just thinking if he could turn into a mouse or something all for a minute,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
you could get out and then.
Yeah, true. But no, I don't. I used them both to get here.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What to do with the sphere?
You do.
I could recognize it, but I couldn't place it.
All right. I will send. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I was cold, and wasn't he like gearing up to charge? Oh, but
Oh, yeah.
I stopped him from charging. Okay.
Well, but then he resumed his. He's winding up to charge you. Is absolutely right. But it's your turn.
Right. So.
But you're paralyzed.
Right, I get it. So I'm
Nothing verbal, nothing somatic,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
right,
no movement.
right.
I'm giving you the mental capacity to move your
Sphere. Right.
flaming sphere. Otherwise, we're going to make another strength save.
I'll run it into him again. I mean, I'm
Yeah, you move it forward.
You can move it off 30 feet. Right?
Oh yeah, you can do it.
You hit him and come back again.
Yeah, right.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
if you have
Yeah.
room.
Oh, okay.
Well, then let's do that.
Yeah, it hits,
Awesome.
and it's like he didn't even care. Now it does do its full damage, so go ahead and give me your damage. Maybe this is why he didn't even care.
Yeah, that's probably why.
As the flaming sphere again singes his goat hair, doing a little damage. You pull it back and you park it right underneath you again, right? And you make your strength save with advantage.
It appreciates the extra warmth you've given it.
19.
19. You find the ice is finally weak enough that you break out of it just in time for him to charge attack you. And
So moving that was a bonus action, right?
Yep.
So what was your action?
his action was at the end of his
End of his
turn,
turn.
he got to break out of this. Out of the
That's
ice.
the action.
That's well.
It's the
he
end
did-
of his turn. So
Yeah,
It has to be the last
he
thing
couldn't
he
do any other action. He didn't have
We can roll
verbal.
the dodge, right?
No.
no, end of his turn.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
I appreciate
Last
it. That's
All
all.
right.
I appreciate everyone's help.
He charges forward.
Impales himself on my spear.
All right.
Yes, forward.
A 28's gonna hit.
Ouch.
As you take.
That's a decleater, man.
Out of frame.
We haven't got to that. All right. I need another strength saving throw.
Damage or no?
No.
Didn't he have to take damage to go through
Yes.
Unless you want to use your inspiration. But you can wait until after you see how you
It's
roll.
not badly. Ooh, that's not bad. What was this? This was what? What kind of throw?
Strength saving throw.
Oh, it's a 20.
All right. So the good news is you lean into it and you don't get thrown away.
Oh.
The bad news is you take 20 points of damage.
You know how a broken shoulder.
Dislocated shoulder.
the shattered
Yeah.
clavicle.
Um, got hit by the fridge.
What's the anti-scrying spell? Could I?
Okay.
That was his turn.
All right.
And he took some more flaming
That's
damage.
Flaming damage. Is that automatic or does he roll another dexterity check?
Let's go back in there.
Turn.
Ends
its turn.
but he doesn't end his turn there
No, yeah.
as he rams into you and jumps back another 20 feet, which would give you an opportunity attack.
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess if he was just able to run through it and then jump away, then maybe.
Yeah. So you don't get your flaming sphere, but you do get an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Take a swing with your spear, maybe.
Oh yeah.
Feel free to make yourself some water if you want to.
15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Really?
I mean, you go through his fur, you drag against something, but his natural armor is stronger than that.
Alright.
But it is now your turn as he's jumped back 20 feet.
All right. Very well. What's that?
Not time to be cheap with your spells. Go big.
Yeah. Well,
Go down to the good stuff.
Yeah, but there's a condition. Got to abide by the condition.
Oh, okay. A few addendums.
Quid pro quo.
The damage you've done has nicked him.
Yeah.
Just to give you a sense.
All right. Fair enough. Well, that helps to know. All right. Well then.
Run!
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close with him because I am not going to let him ram me again.
Okay.
So I will close in with him. Let's see.
He's tall, right? You could
20 feet.
stand under him and just.
Yeah, right. You'd think.
And then,
Frodo and the spider.
well, yeah. And then how's he can't. What's he gonna do? Sit on you? Oh well. Okay.
Stomp on my
The
head.
hooves that are as big as his leg, that's as big as he is.
Okay.
All
And
right.
what do goats eat? Everything.
I have trying, but I don't.
Run underneath him and stab him in the ding ding.
Oh yeah.
But I don't want to give up the theme.
You missed me on the first
might
one,
have
but
to.
you got both.
All right, bring that back later. All right, we're going to go big.
Well, you didn't hear
I
that?
remember
was
that's what
advised to go big.
I remember we did that. in
It's ringing a
Deadpool.
bell, but I don't remember.
It was in
Um,
Deadpool, but
I'm going to cast 4th level Blight.
Nice.
There you go.
in-game different.
4th level Blight. Necrotic energy washes over a creature of your choice that you can see within range, draining moisture and vitality from it. Target must make a Constitution saving throw. Target then takes 8d8 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much on a
Alright.
successful one.
This is +6. 12.
15. So no,
No, he fails.
Did you still run up to him? Or are you doing this from?
I can do it. I mean,
No, I'm just
washes
asking.
over a creature of my choice, so it's going that way.
Yeah. All right.
And I did move up because I don't want that.
You're on the ramp.
So I
Okay.
moved. I'm
Now,
casting
what is your movement?
35 feet. You said he backed away 20.
20.
Mhm.
That's not quite there. Because you're in difficult terrain.
No, he's not.
No.
I have
Oh,
Landstrike.
I forgot. Very good. Fantastic. You're there.
So I've closed.
Yep.
Cast Blight. 8d8. More. I got more.
Don't trust the DM.
4.
don't trust mine.
You need a couple more?
2 more.
8s?
Yep, more 8s.
Triangles.
Pyramids or diamonds. There we go. Got them.
8. No, they're triangles, not diamonds.
8.
D8s.
D8s.
Or
Diamonds are 10s.
No.
Well, that's what I guess
Well,
what I'm calling.
Diamonds are 10s.
He's
Triangles
got
are.
eights.
All right.
That's what he's got.
Well,
Okay.
that's a triangle.
8 of
You're
them.
green. Oh, you're the.
The face of an 8 is a triangle.
That is true, but the face of a
These are bigger
D20 is
business.
also.
As long as you don't roll D10s, which are actually
I don't want to be too
diamonds.
crowded.
Man, that looks pretty good.
That's 24, 34, and 34 and 9 is 43.
43.
Last 3.
That's a roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. 46. Thank you.
46. That took a chunk.
Nice.
He felt that.
How many horns is he missing?
None yet.
None.
None. All right. Anything else?
I've moved.
Your
I've
bonus
launched. And I guess.
The sphere. Right?
The sphere again.
Bonus action.
Well, can I do that? Because I mean, I just cast a spell, so I don't drop in one to gain another. I can't
That's
do
a
both.
bonus action.
Are they
To
both?
move the sphere.
Oh, did you
You're
have to
not
drop it?
casting the
Well, the-
spell
the
again.
flame
You're just
sphere.
using your bonus action.
Oh, okay.
And Blake's
Then,
not
yeah.
concentration,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, if
Then
they're
let's
not both.
plant that on him.
All right.
Yeah, if they're not both
And-
concentration, then it's still going.
This is +4 for the dexterity check. Natural 20.
So
I wish I was there to make it.
let's see. So does that do?
Half damage.
Okay.
So 1 instead of 3.
You can't roll that bad all the time. Well, wait a minute. It is Rich.
Dude,
Wow.
We all have our days.
He just did 46 damage on
I'm the one who's
8d8.
you had
10d8.
your days.
consistent.
88.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
good.
everything I can do. I think.
So he doesn't take any damage?
I rolled- you
Yeah,
guys-
you
which?
half
6.
damage, right?
Half
The
of
sphere's half
2d6,
damage.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's not cantrip, is it?
No.
No.
That's 6. There's 3 more.
3 more. All right.
How's he looking now?
He's taking some damage. How are you looking now?
I'm taking some damage.
All right. On its turn, it jumps back. Opportunity attack.
Sweet.
How many horns is Stryder missing?
All of them.
A lot. Okay. Comes back.
He jumps literally on top of the cave again because you're backed up to it.
No, 11. Not gonna catch it.
Yeah, no. And then it jumps back down and using its momentum on the fall down, it's putting its back into you.
Reaction?
He had his reaction on the opportunity attack.
Yeah.
27's gonna hit.
Sure enough.
Would you like 40 points of damage, or would you like me to roll it?
You're gonna have to roll for it. I don't have that much luck.
That's not the right one. 10, 23, 24,
These aren't there to revive you.
30, 40.
Okay, so
Operation makes one roll again.
You're
I'm
down.
Yeah.
All right.
But what's the rule about how
It has to be double. Double your hit points down.
Okay, not there yet. So I'm down.
Yeah, all right. Meanwhile, back at you are walking through the forest.
Do we want to go back to
I
the
thought you spent
blacksmith?
some
Or just
time
go
to,
ahead? We're just gonna go ahead and go after.
You had your little
Yeah, we just-
house
Yeah, he
If
implied
magic
we
is
do-
enough,
magic
Well,
we
we
do
talked
do
about
that.
it, but I don't know that
Okay.
was allowed.
I
There's
see
other stuff.
fireballs in our.
I thought you did that. You were up overnight, right? So you spent some time overnight doing that.
What happened to the aid thing?
That all got blown on the first
That's
go.
still going.
What?
It was temporary hit points.
Your
right?
hit points are still there, or your max hit points still increase. So if you ever heal, you still got that buffer. Heal up to.
So if you heal yourself and you have enough that you can heal up to full strength,
You can go a little higher.
you can
Get
go a
those-
little higher.
Oh,
Temp
okay.
again.
Okay.
You can't heal yourself.
Yeah, so that was 17 temporary hit points, and the first time to go hit him was for 40,
Right. So they all went. on
and the
first
second
shot.
time you hit him was for 20 something.
No,
There was
the
another 40. What? It was...
Two, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that ram attack.
Yeah, no.
So, and Leonard, to answer your question about scrying, anti-scrying spells, courtesy of Ken, you have lead-lined walls or the non-detection spell, but you have to be a real wizard in order to have that spell, or a bard or a ranger.
So, cleric wouldn't have.
He bids you adieu, and you're in this peninsula on Lake Baratok. So where do you go from here?
Wherever our guy takes.
Yeah,
We'll go
probably
left.
go to the bridge, wouldn't we?
Oh, I'd go left because if you scroll up,
Oh, we can just walk around. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess going over the bridge is probably faster.
Yeah, and he would say, well, it's more
Yeah.
to the northwest than it is to the northeast. So I suggest we get back on the path and walk around.
Maybe we can pick up the trail.
Eventually, you make your way through the woods as he guides you, and you come to. As you climb the mountains, you get higher and higher. The weather turns rougher and rougher, and the winds pick up, and we're back in the story. I hate how I wish they would include that in this map. How things can change.
So we're going uphill through the woods. You're saying?
Well, the arrows are indications of
Elevation.
Yeah. But there's some in the woods too. You're saying?
Oh. All right.
werewolves have light.
The werewolves.
Well, where means you can turn into a person.
Above the tree line, carved into the side of the Rocky Mountain spur, is a wide torchlit cave that looks like the gaping maw of a great wolf. That's where you're at. You're just inside the tree line. As you look, and you can see, yes, there's footpaths walking to and from the, and some of them are covered in blood.
Animal tracks?
Oh, both animal and seemingly human.
Ooh. Okay.
Guess we have to go in, right?
Yes, I'm all for strategy. I'll go first. Irina is probably eager.
Irina, don't get bit, or else you'll be turned into a were-vampires.
That's some weird abomination.
I thought I was going to be fighting spiders all day today.
This is definitely upping your game.
This is definitely upping. Oh, yes.
Oh.
It is upping my game. And at this time, Isaac says, "That's it. Shall I meet you back at Agonroso, or perhaps can I bring our family to your lodge?"
We have the watchful eye of Strahd on us.
Don't we all?
Don't know if you want to be around us.
We will make our perch somewhere in the woods outside your lodge. Okay. Can't be worse than Agon.
Fair enough.
If you'd like to go inside and talk to whatever.
Yes, Rivel.
Our people. We've got people.
We got people.
Your people can talk to my people.
Yeah, whatever. There's so many. I don't remember their names.
Let's see here. Who am I missing?
We're making more name tags.
Oh, I'm missing Stryder. There's only 6 of you. All right. So you guys are sitting down here somewhere. As you
He's
approach.
probably in a sauna, enjoying himself right now.
And so
And bathe.
So, any particular strategy, boys and girls?
So yeah, so
We go inside.
Kill
Varinka,
everything that moves?
Yeah.
Do we, the 4 people that are in heavier armor in the front, 2 squishies in the middle? Make kind of a shield around you?
how's this? Something like this?
I was thinking, like, pull Gloin up kind of around. Here. That.
Who are the squishies?
That's what I was thinking. Something along those lines.
Irina's not squishy.
She's got a 20 armor class.
Yeah, she's tougher than me now.
yeah, but
Yeah.
once you get through
And
it,
it's the four of us are, making a shield around 2 of you.
once you get an arm, she get
She has a shield.
And she got armor
Even-
at the tower.
Soul Linka Pass.
Yes,
She upgraded.
Even spread out a little bit if
we wouldn't be.
Marcus wanted to get in
we
there.
wouldn't be in fireball range though.
I'm happy to be hurling stuff from the back.
So how would you like to approach?
I would like to cast guidance on myself, in the off chance we decide to go in sneakily, to give myself a bit of a chance.
Okay.
And then
So you're in the tree line now under some amount of cover, but you have what looks about 70 feet to cross in the wide open to get to the edge of the cave.
Who is the squishiest?
I got an armor class of 14.
So I can offer someone a bit of luck. If they
But I'm not going to go, if at all possible, I'm not going toe to toe with them. I'm going to hang in the back and throw stuff.
You're 14.
I'm 16.
7.
All right, so I'll give you the bit of luck. So I'll come over to you with the staff, my glaive, and I'll stand in front of you and make the symbol of the lucky charm.
Well,
Which
praises
one?
and be glory to you, my son. What does that do?
So
That's
you
a
will get
strange
to be able to when you have attack roll, ability check, or saving throw, you can dismiss the spell. When the chosen creature makes an attack roll or ability check or saving throw before the spell ends, it can dismiss this spell on itself to roll an additional d20 and choose which of the d20s to use. Alternatively, when an attack roll is made against the chosen creature, it can dismiss the spell on itself to roll a d20 and choose which of the d20s. The one it rolled or the one attacker rolled. So you
So
can
basically, try again on any d20,
right,
for or against me,
right,
and pick the better.
and if it has advantage or disadvantage, the additional d20 happens after the advantage or disadvantage has been applied. So if he wins he gets one good one on an advantage,
Yeah.
you can still dismiss that one.
And say re-roll the
And-
18.
Or you roll it.
Okay.
If he's attacking you, you roll. If it's
Okay.
yours, you re-roll.
Okay.
You get to roll.
So it's
it.
like luck, except they
So
fixed the weird
That's
wording.
that's exactly
where you
what
could
it
have
is.
like super
It's-
advantage on a
fortune's
disadvantage type
favor.
of deal.
It's fortune's favor.
Okay. So basically, I get a do-over on a d20 that impacts me.
Yeah.
Or, okay. Cool. Thank you.
So are we going or what?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right.
Do we want to run over like 100 feet,
Now I
and
say
get
hi.
closer to the cliff face, or just
Get it for
charge in
now.
now?
I
Like
say
right on
we-
the edge.
I mean, this way, as Irina goes laterally.
I say we just
Yep.
charge in.
I say we just charge in.
All right, let's charge in.
Right? What kind of traps are the wolves gonna?
She gets over here and she hears charge in. She
Werewolf.
stops,
People
looks over,
wolves.
and starts moving forward.
Let's
She
go.
moves and dashes up there.
Yeah.
I'll stick close to her.
I guess we're going.
Yeah, I'd prefer to be in front.
Be behind
Alright.
that.
All right.
Well, yeah.
I will recast guidance on myself
Bunch of bulls.
to give myself the most amount of time with
You're
it.
not going to sneak up on them.
Yeah.
Well, it also works for initiative.
Yeah, but they're going to smell us coming if we dilly-dally around and try to sneak in here. So,
So now what? Should we roll initiative for a turn order, or
Yeah, I think it's probably good.
whoa.
Sorry, are we rolling initiative now?
yes,
Yes.
roll
Oh,
initiative,
okay.
please.
Okay.
I
Yep.
have 5.
Order the horses. All right, I heard Rinka with a 5.
That is a 24 for Olak with guidance.
Oh my god. Mine's over in the thing.
You got a 19.
For loin. How about Tota?
11. Oh, 12.
How about Ruckus?
Oh,
Fo?
4 years old.
Fo. Mofo. Arena. 9
Lego tournament.
plus. Unless someone else wants to roll for it.
Hmm.
They want us there at 7:30.
No,
Give her
I
11.
want you to be alert enough
Are you-
to actually.
Yeah.
Are you driving there that morning?
Yeah.
You're getting up at like 3 a.m.
No, it's shame.
Oh,
what? It's for state?
Yeah.
So you're volunteering there? Are you?
Olak.
It's
Yeah, about
early,
4
earlier
a.m.
than in the
First-
past, they changed it.
Girls
So I
are
gotta
really
be basically-
excited.
I gotta be on the road at 6.
You find yourself a little more exposed than your companions.
Are you doing the afternoon?
You see a series
You're
of
all
torches on
day.
the inside, just on the inside of the cave mouth.
All right. Well, I'm going to follow our very well laid out plan, and let's move in. And I'll try to go as far to the right side as possible to let the others kind of fill in the middle and the left.
All right.
I guess let's go 30 feet and see what happens.
Yeah. Oh, careful. Can't see that yet. What are you thinking you're doing?
I like the well sculpted.
Yeah.
rocks.
Yeah, that's impressive as all heck.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Took a lot of time.
The fog of war thing? What thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, the fact that you
war
made the
thing.
edges match. Like,
Yeah, it's not as hard as you think, but yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. All right, you dash across and standing, you hear one says, that young boy did really good, didn't he? And the female says, that the young boy did really well, didn't he? And the guy says, no, I still think it's barbaric though. We shouldn't keep them all so they can bolster our numbers. And standing, you dart out in the middle, and they look up and they see you and say, "Aren't you a brave one?" And he says,
Run.
Hey, you're the one.
Nope.
and the one says, "Asian, alert the others! Intruders! Intruders!"
I could have done that.
Love this
Oh, that went well.
says the guy who had invisibility available to him.
That's
And-
I didn't even think of that. Gosh dang
we
it.
usually totally overthink these things.
Can-
Or once we're just going all.
Right. Ken also has invisibility, so yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It was like,
Well, he can cast that with our
I didn't
charging.
even think of turning myself invisible. Oh man.
and that was the first thing I did.
All right. So there's two of them there.
Well, he hasn't
They're-
taken his
they're
action
talking.
yet.
They make bad sounds.
Oh well,
Um,
and as they shout intruders, they transform
Into wolves.
into hybrid form, into humanoid wolves.
Okay. Are they like that? Okay, I'm going to. We're gonna try this. It's never worked before, but maybe first time. Well, every time this is the charm. How tall is the ceiling?
Nice.
Like where they're standing, up to the ceiling. How tall is it?
It's probably 10 more feet
Ah,
because they're up.
okay, perfect.
They're up like 5 feet. So maybe 15, 5 feet, 15. Give it a 20-foot roof ceiling.
I'm
Okay,
going to cast web, which is a 20-foot square that'll anchor itself to the ceiling and the floor. And I'm going to try to get them stuck in it.
As a barrier, or you're gonna cast it on them?
Like cube of webs.
On them, so they'll be stuck in it.
Is it a
20-foot
cube?
cube?
That's not how I usually think of it.
If it can anchor itself to the ceiling, it's a cube. Otherwise, it collapses onto the floor. And
Okay.
it's flat.
So because I said the ceiling was 20 foot high, you can do the cube. All
Yep,
right.
That's what was very. I mean, I probably would have done it if it was still the floor anyway, because it's still. They have to try to get out of it.
20 feet.
All right. You
So
see.
they're stuck in a big
I've not used it second
cube
level.
of goo.
Where would you like the center of your cube to be?
We can bring.
Do you want them in the center or in the back side of the cube?
I would like them in. Let me measure real quick. I want to make sure we can. Oh yeah, we got room to get by on the sides.
Yeah.
We stick it there. Yeah, I'll center it on them. So I guess put the center there, and then they've got
That's what
to
I was
make.
thinking.
Joke point. Joke point.
I don't think I can rotate that.
I think it's great. Great werewolf.
That looks good.
And
Yeah,
then they
Yeah,
have to come
That's
through
what I'm
one way.
thinking. Each creature that
So there's a
starts its turn in
nomination.
wins or enters them during
It's
its
not
turn
my-
must
it's
make
not my
a
spell.
dexterity
Yeah.
saving throw.
Okay. All right. You cast web over them.
Yep. So it looks like they don't have to do anything until they start their turn, and then they'll have to make their saves. If they fail to save, they're restrained.
Pretty good square for 20 feet. Pretty good guess.
Man, you nailed that. Yeah. And then bonus action, I'm gonna give myself some temporary hit points
Might not be a
and
bad
call it a
idea.
day.
All right. So be prepared when I ask you what they need to get through that.
Yep.
All right. Glowing. He just dashes out. You see him do ooly boogie web.
Anyway, so I walk out just to the edge where I can see past the
5,
corner.
10, 15, 20, 25.
That's my limit right there. And there's only 2 of them, so I'm not going to get too excited. I am going to cast.
Fireball.
No.
There's only 2 of them. I'm not wasting a fireball on 2
Yeah,
of them.
no, save that.
I think you
Jeez.
wasted fireballs.
I am casting Sacred Flame on one of them.
Now, the web is flammable. So
so you
if
don't
you
want-
send any fire in there, the whole thing is going out.
I
It'll
don't
go
think
over
Sacred
time.
Flame, a flame like radiance, descends on
Yeah,
a creature
that's
that you
not-
can see within
okay.
range. It's radiant damage.
So there's one on the left, one on the right.
Left.
Okay. Does it need to make a save or anything?
Yeah, it's a Dexterity 17 save, which since they're ensnared.
Oh,
They're not ensnared yet.
they're not?
No. That happens
So
at the
that's
start of their turn.
And they fail.
Yeah, but they're in a web, so
All right.
it should be
That's at least not
disadvantage.
how I interpret the spell.
Okay.
So it restricts their movement by half, right? Or are they totally restricted if they fail their save?
If they fail, they're restrained and they have to make a strength check to get out. But they don't make that dexterity save until they start their turn
8.
or enter it.
Dexterity makes it a 9.
Oh, yeah, or enters it during its
So,
turn.
I rolled it, so it's on the comments there. I don't. 6 plus 5.
12.
7. 12 radiant damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you hit the one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Not as a bonus action. No.
All right. And so on their turn, what do they have to do?
Dexterity saving throws.
Dexterity.
DC 15.
One on the left. This is plus passes. One on the right. Passes. They both pass.
Gosh dang it. This will eventually work.
And so they literally jump, right? Oh well, actually it's in the air, right? So you said it was a cube.
Yeah, it's a cube, yeah.
They somehow are able to get out. Is it difficult terrain though?
I don't think so. I'm trying to see. I don't see anything about that, so I'm assuming not.
I think it did say, yeah, webs are difficult terrain and slightly obscure the area.
10. All right, so that's 10. And they have movement of 40, so they have 30 feet still. No, that's 20, so they have 20 feet still. Not quite.
All right, I'll take that victory.
Why aren't they brave?
Well, they only see 1, maybe 2 people,
Aha, you fell for our.
and then the other ones come around. Oh wait,
Where's that help?
touche.
You had what army? Oh. Better.
And so they move and they dash. And
The others dash up there. and
Katota,
get all
it's your
right in
turn.
the center.
I will step out there as
Yes,
well.
all within a nice circular radius of each other. Of how many feet?
20 feet.
So I can see the 2 of them on.
absolutely. You can probably see these two back here. You can definitely hear the howling and the wolfing coming from the echoing from the back of the cave.
All right.
Radiant. Or 40 feet. I think we should go.
I could do. You did Sacred Flame, right?
Yes,
Did it work?
I'm sure it did.
I didn't.
Radiant damage, I can't imagine a werewolf likes that.
Oh no, that's a level. Guiding bolt. That.
Well, roll for it.
Yes, but I get advantage. I will do a twinned guiding second level guiding bolt.
Dashed.
With my chaotic advantage.
Chaotic advantage. Nice.
So I'm using my sorcery points to twin it, so I can send a bolt at each of them.
Can you give me a water? One of those cans of water? Please?
Also, get
That can of was it? You'll see it. Open the door. There's a can of the sparkling water stuff.
Oh, the jars?
Not the jars. The can.
Oh, White Claw?
No, in the box.
I want to get some drink anyways.
so
Isn't there bubbly or?
there's also this.
I know, but I don't want to. Ooh. Thank you.
Got any sweetness to it at all?
None.
God.
A 19 and a nat 20 for a 26.
Okay.
Damn.
Are you focusing on the one on the left that was already hit?
One at each.
Okay. Okay.
So
Damage or
That-
saves?
point. Damage. Second level guiding bolt for 5d6.
They
ranged spell.
dexterity saves,
It's a ranged spell.
It's a ranged spell.
so there's no saves.
No saves.
Okay.
He rolled a
You rolled
kind
to
of
hit you, and
it
you did.
hits.
Yeah.
So there's no sweet, but there's no aspartame or sweetener at all. It's just flavored water.
Brother just drink.
I could. I like the sparkliness.
That 4, 5, 7 plus 5 is 12.
Okay.
And your nat 20 gets some double damage
Yeah, I'll roll that.
or max
Yeah.
damage plus whatever.
So I put that one on the one that was already hit.
Okay. And so yeah, this one's max. This is that one's the max damage. 30 plus 3, 8, 11. So
41 points. Yeah, nice big hit.
And now
We roll on the.
we roll on the.
All right. Well, first you do your religious check.
Which one did he hit?
So the one on the left hit normal. The one on the right hit with max damage, but they're both still up.
They got hit point. A 10.
All right. Now you roll. The 10 puts you in the nuisance territory. So now you roll your D100.
Playing with his wild magic already.
Of course. Got it. Got him smoke.
Could you make sure there's some distance between us? I don't want.
Well, again, as we said last time, it's now a 1 in 300 chance of getting blasted by a 10th level fireball or whatever it was.
But there's 299 other ways to piss
Yes.
people off.
And I haven't read them all, so it could be anything. It's a 0, right? So 2?
Oh, well, we're right at the top. All right. You levitate 6 inches off the ground for 1 minute.
Cool. I mean,
And I imagine him like slowly revolving as well.
How much? How high off the ground?
6 inches.
Yeah.
So it's
Luckily, no one else is around.
just
Wait,
enough
wait,
that he
I'll come around.
can't.
Yeah, but you can't move either.
Yeah, he's
Right.
unless someone does gust of wind at you,
In the right direction.
Or just poke me,
Yeah.
you know.
or you,
It's inertia.
then you just float around like you're in space.
Treat him like a batarang. Just grab him and.
Or something straight out of a horror movie, right? Where the nun is like 4 inches off. the
Irina.
ground.
1 minute. So that's
I'm tempted to do
She
a
will
gust of
charge the
wind
guy
just to
on
see
the
what
left.
happens.
that's the next 10 turns, I believe.
Attack.
So you're
Yeah,
gonna,
I was looking for
Blow
a
you
movement.
that
30.
you run into
First
the web.
roll, she's got one
you're gonna have
attack,
to
right?
drag me around, I feel like.
Tie rope to him.
It's like a parade float.
She rolled an 11 on her attack.
11's not enough.
11 plus.
Oh, I'm sorry. 11 is enough.
Oh,
No,
look at the
Six.
donut float.
Hold on. hold on. 11 is enough.
She's got
We'll
one
be
sword.
right
so
back to the Raven
one-hand
Fest Day
sword.
Parade.
She
on
has her
NBC.
sun sword. Womp.
Yeah, you do the damage.
A new float this year.
Sun sword.
One-handed, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
She's got her shield.
Did you read the
One hand radiant damage
Steve?
is 11
That actually
points of damage.
that they were, yeah, it was.
How's it
They
look?
were comedic.
Not so good.
He was a mechanic, all their stuff.
Oh,
The rings
better
and
than I
stuff,
thought,
and one of them
but
functioned.
not so
She was
good.
floating around,
And
but I
she'll
think
use her ability to
her
jump
out
back.
like a parade float.
Shoes, yeah.
I think he's like those.
Okay.
And she get back to us so she can turn him
15 feet.
facing.
Do you want her in front of Ta?
You,
Back,
where you
to,
had it was
back to a
great.
position of where she
Yeah.
was.
She can be about here.
Yeah,
She
that's
moved
good.
15 feet.
That's
Right.
good. Give her some cover.
All right. Brinka, what are you going to do?
I am going to charge up some of my echo to 15 feet in front of towards the fork in the center. Yeah. And then I'm going to attack with the glaive.
Lay.
So
was it
glaive first
Conquest
swing
one or do you have another
is
one?
16
16.
That's the
16
homework.
hits.
and a D10. That is 9 plus 3. So that's another 12.
Yeah, that's enough.
And then I will step forward and swing my second attack at the other.
Oh, I moved the wrong
That was
guy.
me.
And that's a better than. So that's another.
You had movement left?
Well, how far is it for me to get out there?
20 feet. If,
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, then I don't. How far away from them am I?
from
No. From the other opponent closest.
more like 10.
All right. Bonus action.
On deck is Ruckus.
I guess I'm done then.
Ruckus?
All right. So we got
How's a
one.
ruckus?
Yeah, we got one still standing there. So yeah, I will park myself.
Did you say 10? You said
Yeah.
it's 10 feet I can reach.
Okay, 10 feet. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that looks
So-
like 10 feet to
So
me.
then I did hit. Well, it was 19.
You move up to the next guy.
Well, I don't have to move. I got the glaive, which is giving me the distance.
It has a 10-foot reach,
Yeah.
so you need to move up 5 feet.
Assuming you give it to me. All right. So that's
Yep.
another 11.
Another 11 for the other guy,
Yeah.
You stab him with
which
a
is
10
enough for
foot
him too, because he took the max, the
big one.
critical.
Oh, that felt good. Finally, good.
Oh,
attacks.
okay. Well, so now we got to deal with the next wave coming in, huh?
Yeah,
We-
and you hear howls and wolf barking from deeper in cave. But
Okay.
you are kind of in the back of the line. You're gonna have to move up somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who's gonna?
Yeah, but if I might have to get out in the middle there to actually be able to
These are
do something
You
useful.
have to get in front of Loin and Brinka for
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Carrying is now silver.
That wouldn't be a bad thing. Really.
Right now, well, it's coined. What you can do is throw a silver coin at
Are
it.
they, what's the deal with these?
Give it to the
Down.
black
These are just
smith.
torches on
Yeah.
the wall.
Silver.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Plus a coin.
Can
to
they-
the Witcher.
Can they be
I know
easily?
you about money.
Sure.
Or
Off
you
the wall?
You
permanent-
can't take it with you.
We got one
Why
cantrip.
not? Well then, what would be handy for the ones that are about to come running in here? Well, I'm just trying to figure if I could do something to slow them down or
You and the
light them up
300.
or something.
Come on, Leonidas, let's go.
We've got the web there. It's creating a bit of a choke.
Yeah.
So
How
As much
far
as
can I
it
shoot?
is.
60 feet.
the magic guy and his wife, and they're walking away. Remember, they say, "Have fun storming the castle."
Yeah.
And then what was the next thing they said after that?
You think
You
it'll
know
make
what?
it? We'll
Not
take a
a
miracle.
miracle.
Take a
Bye-bye.
miracle.
It'd take a miracle.
That's what I'm. So
Yeah.
I got the quote wrong. I said not a chance.
You take a medical.
We got the point.
Okay.
What movie is that?
Princess
That's
Bride.
right.
Oh,
Bite your tongue.
Really? You have not seen it.
I've seen it. It's just been.
You haven't seen it in the last month, and you're
No.
Yeah. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Inconceivable.
15
inconceivable.
15 years.
Okay.
I don't think you understand the meaning of that word.
I think you.
Can you scroll north a little bit for me?
What I think you
Yes, but you can't see it anyway.
Okay. Ruckus
what you
steps into the room.
All right. Well,
How
at
far
least
is
we.
that?
That's 20 feet
Okay. Now what do I
to get
see?
there. Now you can see. You can really see them, but you really can't see these guys.
See the web.
You
Okay.
see the web,
See my echo taking up a defensive position.
All right.
and you hear the sounds coming from both paths.
And how far am I from those wolves yonder that I can
These
see?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give you a ballpark on it.
Yeah. 60 plus
60 some feet.
65.
Okay.
watch it.
So
You've 20 feet of your movement, so you have like 10 left for normal.
yep. So yeah, so let's park me about here. Or
Oops.
what have I got left? 10
10.
feet? So yeah, okay, you know what? Just go straight. Yeah, that's fine. And I will shoot fairy fire at the two wolves I can see.
All right.
So each object in a 20-foot cube is outlined in blue, green, or violet light. Let's go with green today. Any creature in the area of the spell is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity failing throw.
All right. These are +1. 18 and 6.
18 passed, the other did not.
The one on the right lights up.
So the one that is glowing, you have advantage if you can see it,
Okay.
and it can't benefit from being invisible.
Okay. Anything else?
Bling! And then my bonus action
Olok's on deck.
is that oh, that doesn't apply in this case. Where is that thing? Hang on. After you cast a spell first level higher, which I didn't. Okay. No, I'm good.
Olok.
All right. I am going to, because I can see
Yeah.
these guys,
You
right?
can, yes.
From my angle.
Yeah, from your
Okay.
angle.
We're gonna attempt some trickery here. I want to cast minor illusion here, make it look like the rock face extends, so they have to go through the web.
Okay.
Nice.
So like a 5.
What's your spell
foot-
difficulty class?
15, and I think it's an investigation check against my spell save. Yeah, so investigation check with a DC of 15.
Investigation is based off of what? Intelligence or wisdom?
Intelligence. Yeah, intelligence investigation.
All right. And there's 4 on that side. First one failed. Second one. What's your 15? You said
Yes.
failed. Third one still failed. Yeah. So okay. I should
Yeah, so my
I
hope
should have
is
done that on their
them
turn.
Fall through like at least 5 feet, so they have to make saves when they enter or get bottlenecked because they can't get through.
Yep.
And
So,
then I'll step to this side little bit, work my way up another 15 or so feet, but I'll call that good.
And you do a minor illusion, and we'll just draw that out a little bit. Right
Yes.
here. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. After Olak is Gloin. He puts it. He crawls down in a fetal position, puts his head between his legs.
Me?
Move glowing into the center, right in between the triangle.
Just took two of them out.
I was gonna say, for once, we just charged in without talking about it for half hour.
So you can be here.
No, I'm in the middle.
Okay.
Where the number one is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Can
he
I
wants to
see
be
those
between
in
the
the corner
Varinkas
over
and
there?
You can see
Olak.
these two, and this one's shiny.
Yeah, can I see those 4 over there?
Well, there's an illusion. No, you can't because there's a wall in front of you.
It's a lot of
All right.
fine.
Yeah, these two you can hit though. Real easy.
Let's see how it plays out. So I will hit the one that's shiny.
All right. You have advantage on any attack rolls.
It's not. It's oh. Yeah. Freaking move.
Glowing, he's our dwarf. He chooses fireball over polymorph.
How anymore? I don't think I have.
I know.
Nice.
Making it
Rhyming dwarf.
That's awesome.
Something
right with
So I'll hit that one with
That's
the
pretty
guiding
good on the
bolt.
fly.
It's
4.
He's like, I'll find it.
Talk about
there it
pussyfoot.
goes. There it goes. So it's a 17 plus. Oh,
What did you do?
well, I hit it twice and it
Guiding
just
bolt?
yeah.
So
So
now
the
you
first
take
one's the
another
one that.
You hit it with a guiding bolt.
Yeah. So look on your.
I'm on the screen.
Yeah. So how many of them did I accidentally
Yeah,
roll?
so 26 with
Oh,
with
yeah.
13.
The
you
first
did
one
15
will be the
damage.
one.
28 points of damage.
Well, that would be the second.
That's the second one.
No, that's the first one.
Yeah, 28 with 9 radiant damage.
Okay.
28. 9 of the 28 was radiant. Correct.
No, it's a 28 to hit.
Goes up.
Oh, 28 to hit, and you did 9 damage. Gotcha.
Really, that was bad.
All
It
right.
was yeah, that was a 5, a 1, a 2, and a 1.
But then the next one,
I rolled about the
did
same
you
amount.
throw 2?
No, I can't throw. I hit it and it didn't do anything, so I hit it again.
Okay.
So
So
that's the
you,
first one.
you hit it for 20. Hit it. Roll a
9.
28, and you hit it for 9 damage.
9
Yeah.
radiant. Yeah.
All right.
On the glow wolf.
On the glow wolf.
Yeah.
Glowing. It's their turn. All right.
And in case you want to change what you did, it takes an action to examine the sound or image. So if they just want to ignore it and just charge through, they could then dash at the end.
All right. So the first one goes and moves around it and jumps through the web and needs to make a what?
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. +2 is a 12.
Ah, they fail. He is restrained.
All right. And the next one jumps up a little bit further north and tries to get through it.
I feel like there's like a
Rolls a
whimper,
13.
Yeah, those.
Restrained.
Yeah, the next ones are gonna.
Next one tries to go around him. It's the worse yet.
It rolls into it.
And the next one tries to jump over the first one.
I can count that.
It was worse.
It was a single
It was
digit.
and kind of gets piled up as they all get trapped.
Nice.
Nice. It worked.
Hey, it worked, Spider-Man.
I feel like they're all like whimpering and whining.
Yeah.
They're thrashing about.
Yeah.
Now, can they use their action to try to get out?
They can, but they either use their action. Did they use their action to investigate, or did you?
No.
decide
They just tried to go around it.
to- So yeah, they can use their action to make a strength check.
Strength.
It's not a saving throw; it's a check.
All right. These are all +3. Pass, pass. Fail, fail. So the two in front pass. And then what happens?
I guess
Difficult terrain.
it's difficult terrain. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So they used 30 feet to get into it, and so they have 50 feet of movement. So the rest of their movement gets them out, right? And then they dash.
They can't. They had to use their action to make the check.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, 3 in a line. I have a plan.
There won't be 3 by the time I'm done.
Here comes the sparkly one.
No.
What?
Is this your?
Echo.
Yeah, they're gonna see through that.
And that's
though.
the sparkly wolf.
Yeah, 17 because of their keen smell.
No. All right.
They run up to
is
it,
Oh, okay.
but that was 50 feet, so they can't really. They dash forward and get on Gloin. Well, 29, not quite enough. Dashes forward to get on Polak.
Oh.
All right, and
Really? Yeah. I'm gonna have her shake it. Drink is big enough to do that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Crack it in half and shake it, and they see if it glows.
Glow stick ball.
Whose turn?
oh well,
Oh, sorry.
it was their turn.
Well,
So they used their. And about then you hear a whistle, and they all kind of perk up and listen. And these that just showed up turn around and run back.
Perfect for a fireball. I would have got them fixed up. 8 of them.
And we are to Katota.
Little help here.
Yeah, he's floating. He needs some help.
Well, then
You're the running man.
Irina,
you want someone to push you towards the wolves?
Can you drag me a little bit? That'll have to happen
On his turn.
Mm-hmm.
on her turn.
Which is
In the meantime,
Use him as a hammer.
Hammer
throw
toss.
toss.
grab my cloak.
it's odd.
It's Kata Cross, the new fun game for the whole family.
Okay. I will cast a guiding bolt at the non-glowy
Okay.
one. With my advantage.
Okay.
At 20.
Okay.
So it's not there anymore. Is what you're saying?
Because that one had already been hit a couple times, I believe.
The non-glow.
No, he's the one who
The
passed the
non-glowing
fairy
hasn't
fire.
been hit yet.
Okay.
It's 46, so that's what, 24 plus whatever I roll.
Yeah.
Borrow. Okay.
Yeah, these guys haven't been hit. It's the werewolves that I had.
24, that's 36. 40.
That's enough.
And it poofs into like a radiant mist.
Gloin starts coughing.
It's just run. It's running, just about to jump
That's
in
your
your
turn?
Well, I use my advantage, so
Oh, so
Mist
you
and
roll on
fur
the
just
table
kind of-
again.
as I do my little prayer and
Yeah, yeah, a little slobber.
plus one, another 10.
All right.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right.
D100. You should roll them all at once when you do it. Just have it
Yeah,
set, have
yeah.
it ready to roll.
That's for the future. It requires also just having my dice ready. Okay. 51.
Mushrooms sprout around you in a 5-foot radius and vanish after 1 minute.
In the air or on the ground?
Around, yeah, I assume it's on the ground.
Are you can read the rest or just let it?
Floating in the air.
All right. I mean, so you can, on a future turn, you could reach down and eat one.
But then you have to do a Constitution saving throw.
If they're 6 inches tall.
On
Yeah. Well, it's more chaotic than that.
yeah, on a failed save, you take 5d6 poison damage. On a successful one, you get 5d6 temporary hit points.
Yeah, but if they popped out of the ground and you're 6 inches off the ground, I don't know if you could reach them.
Well, how does levitation work? That's a good question. Is it off your feet or?
I think of it like you're in outer space. You're just kind of floating there. Right, and so you can you can bend over, but then your legs probably flip up, and
yeah, but if you think about if from head to foot is the fixed distance, his head could go down and his arm could reach another.
Depends where your center of gravity is.
Yeah, but I think if it cursed you to be 6 inches off the ground, I think whatever the lowest bit of your body is 6 inches off the ground is what I think.
Is it Vrinka's turn?
Irina could hand me a mushroom.
I think it's Irina's turn.
Irina's turn.
And if you guys would like to take a chance on temporary hit points.
But if they're more than 6 inches tall, then you'd actually have something to push off of.
And so she grabs your arm and kind of does a twirl and flings you.
Does she give me a mushroom?
No, she doesn't. And she flings you.
My mushrooms. My mushrooms.
And you float right to there.
Watch out for the torch.
I figured I'd just keep going until I hit something.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got no.
Donk.
No.
Do you want me to do like an athletics check or something like that?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Well, I guess you're floating head over heels.
I might need to put
Yeah.
his arm out.
All
or
right,
something.
give me. So let's see how you do when you run into that wall.
What do you want? Athletics, acrobatic?
I think this is dexterity. So acrobatics.
Okay. That is a 10.
Yeah, I think that's enough. As you bounce awkwardly against the wall, there's a torch right there, and you grab it with one hand to stop yourself from moving.
Kind of do almost a face plant.
Oh, yeah, but the torch is right there. You grab its sconce, right?
Yeah.
To keep you from bouncing away further and floating away. But the wolf is right there, and Irina will use the rest of her movement to move up. And Irina, do you have
pretty green wolf?
spells? She doesn't have any range spells here.
Magic missile?
Yeah, but she'll use magic missile. She'll do the magic missile right there on.
Oh yeah.
This should be 3d4, right? 1. That was 2. Another 2. And so 8 points total. All right. Not that great either. But it's automatic hit, so what do you know? Right. We'll move on to Ruckus.
All right. So this one, there's a few. Oh, there's 2 that just got out of the web.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fresh.
Okay.
And a whole bunch more that came out, but then ran back after hearing a whistle.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna conjure up
Boss said, come
some
back.
scorching rays. So I'm throwing the first one at Glowy Wolf. So I get advantage to hit him.
Yeah.
Right. So that's a unnatural 20 to hit him
Okay.
for 7 points of whatever kind of damage that is. Fire damage. Okay.
Yep.
He's still standing.
Oh yeah.
All right. Then he's getting number 2 thrown at him for 23 to hit.
Yep.
For 4 more. I'm just wondering if I want to use a point to reroll. That's all right. 4 more points of fire damage.
Okay.
Still standing.
Yeah. It's looking pretty healthy still.
All right, then it's getting ray number 3 for 19
Okay.
to hit.
Yeah.
I'm spending a sorcery point to re-roll both of those. That's better. 7 more.
7 more. Still up. It's taking considerable amount of damage, but it's
Okay.
still up.
And I can use my bonus action to float.
You didn't learn your lesson from Katota.
No, because I could actually control this. After I cast a spell, I can fly up to 10 feet. The wind whisks up around me, and I scoot 10 feet over here
Go on.
and land again. So just kind of
Behind him?
do-si-do around.
a little further back.
Yeah, I was in more.
Here?
Sure.
That's good?
Yep.
All right. Katota, Olak, Gloin.
Just enough that I can dive out of the big mouth when it closes. It needs a-
Wait, it's my turn?
or at least
Or-
get stuck in its
All right. That was just Ruckus. I'm sorry, Olak.
Okay.
Well, actually,
Um,
let's stop here.
Yeah.
Let's stop here. All right, we'll resume right here. Now, back on the mountain peak.
I'm trying. There we go.
You wake up
It's gonna get
With-
demonetized because that sound effect.
a fruity taste in your mouth.
Okay, excellent.
And you look, and there's this Eskimo female looking at you, and she just kind of look at you, and she offers you a berry.
Yes,
Is she-
please.
Red hair.
Mhm.
In a fur bikini.
It's just a
No.
preservative. You hope so.
So
Game
I
of
already
Thrones.
I woke up with a berry taste in my mouth,
Mm-hmm.
and she's offering me another. You know what? I guess I would like to do what's the one?
Did she say something, or she just
No, she's just reaching out.
physically mimicked? Okay.
We've long since established that you can put a good berry in your mouth
Yeah, right.
and force them to chew it.
That brings it back to.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
Yeah, you eat it, so you're now up to 2 hit points.
Huzzah!
And you feel full.
Full.
That's true.
Grade A full.
She's been mostly dead all day. That's the least of it.
Yeah.
2 hit points with a goat hanging around is probably a bigger.
Let's
Lucky
see.
didn't get eaten or die of frostbite out there.
All right, time check.
Okay.
It's about noon for both of you. Does that sound reasonable?
Well, I don't know how long was he knocked unconscious, dying on the mountain.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but by the time you add up do all the math, an hour to get there, another hour plus to search. You left at 9 a.m. ish.
Well, you
We
were at the tower by 12,
All right,
and
so
then
it's
you
one,
had the interaction with the
Yeah.
guy. Then you had
It's-
to travel.
all right. It's 1 p.m.
Okay.
for both of you. 1 p.m. for both of you. Day 10. You might notice in your Google Doc, I added days here and there. 1 p.m. Day 10.
All right. 2 hit points. With the
Olak's
Eskimo
turn.
chick.
That's where we're done.
It's Deluxe turn.
That's
Yeah.
Olak's turn.
My question before we break: Are the things we're fighting werewolves in front of
Some are.
us, or are they just
Some are.
regular wolves?
First two
I
were-
tell you what, you can take your next action to ask them.
Are you a
that
real
seems silly.
werewolf or?
Are you a good witch or a bad witch? All right. I'm gonna send you.
Judging by
God.
the one that was
Yes.
killed,
Yes.
it was easier to kill than the 2 that were obviously werewolves.
So here's a question: what happens to a werewolf? Kill it?
It doesn't.
Does it just stay in its?
No, you know,
state,
in the
or-
movies they revert back to their human form
Right.
If they die.
if they, well, yeah, assuming they die. And that's right. That happens in the movies, right? Yeah. So those dead ones kind of revert back to their human form and curl up in a kind of a fetal position as they dead.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Just sitting
No, thanks for doing that.
all day today. My chair.
Now is that where is that top?
Yeah, you get work and you
I just
totally
never
forget.
did.
You just
Oh,
work
okay.
and work and work.
Oh yeah.
Sit in your chair
Paste
for
it in
6 hours.
Nice.
I can't say I do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably have access to that, but whatever.
I did today.
That's fine.
It hasn't been that way for a
Take care of
while.
it.
It was kind of nice to just like get lost in my work for a day. I've been pulling doctors tooth and nail to just reply to my messages and do what I'm asking them to do, and then they all did it all at once. And I was like, scramble to get everything done.
Yeah, so in years past, like, you know, when I went to one in Champaign, we didn't have to be there till like 9 o'clock or something.
Is that this weekend?
Yeah, but they changed the format, so they're doing like half the teams in the morning and half the teams in the afternoon. So we're starting
Oh, gotcha.
real early, so I gotta
Either.
be up before the sun to get there.
So
That was a question on the table last week
What's that? Oh, about weekend?
about an extra session
yeah,
somewhere in here.
yeah. So it sounds like Glenn's busy.
I'm busy Saturday.
Yeah, Sunday afternoon works too. It's football, but
Somebody watches football.
Not I.
you missed the
I
best
like-
football in recent history
I was
last
gonna
weekend.
say this past weekend was awesome because I like rooting for the underdog,
Yeah.
and the
of
underdog
them
won
won.
3 out of 4, and they all came down to the last play of the game.
/ overtime.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, ask
Would have been nice.
Glenn
if
to
the Bills
repeat
won.
his joke, but no one
Yeah,
did
we were pulling for them.
What's that? Oh, the one. Yeah. You know
They almost did twice.
what now?
Bills almost won twice.
Yeah, no kidding. I couldn't believe it.
That
Yeah,
is,
that
it-
was-
it- and I agree with what the
Renee's like, you gotta calm down. You're gonna
critics
have a
are
heart
saying.
attack.
It is so
It's not even your team.
Overtime rule is so unfair.
Yeah, yeah.
College football is much better.
Yeah, I hate the pro. I did hear
I thought
somebody.
I thought pros changed what the college football was.
They changed a few years ago, so it used to just be
If you get a
Sudden-
field goal, then the other team gets a
right.
second.
That's what they changed. It used to just be sudden death. You kick a field goal and win.
Right.
They
But
made
if
it.
the team scores a touchdown,
It's
that's
over.
it.
Yeah, which I don't
Okay, guys, we kind of changed subjects. My Sunday afternoon's free, and my Monday night is free. If there's consensus that everyone wants to play.
Yeah.
I am up for either of those options.
Sunday would be better. Actually, I can't do Monday. I can only do Sunday.
Yeah?
I'm not opposed to it. I just would need to check.
So
Looming.
we could play from 2 to 5 on Sunday.
Are you still streaming?
I am.
You got it. The outfit and the spear. The whole thing has to be on camera.
Let's
So the 3 viewers
jumping
can see.
over OBS, going full screen. There's a full screen. You have to say where Glenn is.
Okay, yeah, please.
That can be a thumbnail.
Oh, here. If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna go.
There you
Hold on.
Do we flip up this camera? here?
iMac camera only.
go. Oh, there it is.
Come stand where
Yeah,
Noel
me.
is.
and don't stab anyone.
Yeah, right.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Get the chairs in.
All right. Give me a jab toward me.
Here.
Give me your. There's a growl. Nah, smile. Give me an angry face. There you go. Nice. That'll do it.